All right, make sure the mic is working. It is. I think it is. You just gotta make sure this mic is working. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble morning. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble morning. Yo, let me stop that video right quick. I want to welcome everybody to the Writers for Life brings you the Let's Talk About It podcast. Hey, this morning we just gonna react to some, TikTok videos. We're gonna watch some TikTok videos, but we're gonna also react to them, y'all. And like I said, I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble morning. Continue to have a blessed and humble morning. Hold on, let me fix this, John. Right here, right here. All right, here we go. So I sure ain't gonna be doing much. I ain't gonna be talking much, like like as in regular topics and stuff like that. This is just random topics, right? The link is down right there in the chat box. Anybody want to come up, react with a shorty, talk about a certain video, give their perspective about a certain video. Y'all more than welcome. But on another note, let's get this John started, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the content. And I want to I want to thank all those that have been supporting the shorty until now. And like I said, listen, man, if y'all enjoy the content, please make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all don't, the dislike button is right there too. Share the videos, help with shorty spread message. And let's get this John started, y'all. We just gonna play random videos and we gonna react to them. Anybody want to come up? Y'all more than welcome.
I'm surprised he hasn't been silenced for this. Listen closely to what he has to say.
A medicinal plant, which is one of my favorite medicinal plants to use. In particular, this one is really good in the case where you're fighting some kind of infection that involves the lung that also involves inflammation.
So the plant he was talking about is oregano. And when you combine it with mullein, you've got this powerful combination of herbs that help flush out your lungs. Now, mullein is a powerful expectorant. It's especially beneficial if you have any sort of asthma, COPD, bronchitis, or just a common cough. And if you live in the US, this might even grow in your backyard. And once you start taking it, you're going to hack up stuff you didn't even know existed. And this is why you've never heard of it. There's too much money to be made selling you over-the-counter medications you don't need every time you get sick. If you're tired of taking things you don't really need, you can forage for it, harvest it, dry it, and then boil it down into a tea. Or you can try this. For this and a list of other reputable manufacturers that I trust, you can check the link in my bio. I'm surprised he
That's true though. Listen, I don't get tired of telling people the doctors, pharmacies, they just out here. We are just their biggest ticket, their best way of making money for real, for real. They're not going to tell us that these natural herbs out here, like for example, if you mix the oregano with that mullein herb, right? It'll help you, detox, clean out your body. Just two little simple herbs, yo. And Dr. Sabi talked about a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff I think is in his book. Me personally, I watched a lot of different videos. I'll be on a lot of different apps. So, yo, pay attention. Open that third eye, guys.
65,000 gallons. So are we not going to talk about the 265,000 gallons of liquid nitrogen fertilizer that leaked into the river in Iowa yesterday? That's right, 265,000 gallons.
All right. So she said yesterday, I want to let people know she uploaded this video on April 1st, 2024. She uploaded the video on April 1st, 2024. So the day before April 1st, right? All this oil leaked into the water. So let's listen to what she got to say. I just wanted to, I don't want people to think that this happened yesterday. This was actually uploaded on 4/1/2024.
So are we not going to talk about the 265,000 gallons of liquid nitrogen fertilizer that leaked into the river in Iowa yesterday? That's right, 265,000 100,000 gallons of liquid nitrogen was just leaked into a river in Red Oak that's going to flow into the Missouri River. And this leak spans over 60 miles and has already killed 750,000 fish in this river. Of course, experts don't know yet how many animals are also going to die because they drink from the river, like birds and fox and squirrels and turtles and a multitude of other wildlife. Really pisses me off is the fact that authorities believe that it started on Friday night. What do you mean you believe? Residents with private wells near the river should call the local public health department to have their water tested because you don't want to use this water for your livestock because it will kill them. Every single day this week, there's been some sort of catastrophe. So if you think for 1 second that these things that are happening are just a bunch of fucking coincidental accidents, you're nuts. So are we not going to talk about the 200?
These are not, I've been saying it's not a bunch of coincidental accidents. I apologize. I know that at times people hear my accent, but these things are things that make you go But if you do your research, like these things are done purposely. Like y'all remember when they sat here and the farmers were doing the TikToks and they were going on Instagram, they were going on Facebook, and they were telling the people, look, they told us to kill our plants and this and that, and they had to do it. If not, they wouldn't. It's a whole bunch of stuff happening that they don't tell us about. Somebody said it has begun. What has begun? Wow, I didn't hear on view. It's true. Wow, I haven't heard. Also, a lot of people ain't heard. Is there an update on this, John? Let me see. When was the last time somebody commented? April 3rd. Let me see. Yep. All right. So people commented on that, John, on April. They haven't even talked about it because I haven't heard about this in reality in the news like that, And this was only a month ago. That's what's crazy.
We are trying to wake you up. Wake up. We are trying to wake you up. Thanks to fact checkers on USA Today, we have completely debunked the misinformation sparked by the conspiracies of this solar eclipse. Watch this video till the end, perform your duty as a human being, and share this video and watch it till the end before you denounce anything.
I'm going to make sure that I perform my duty as a human being. So you're just telling me that I'm not an alien like everybody else is telling me? All right, let's check this video all the way to the end.
Welcome to a day in the life on Earth in 2024. So early next week, the sun, which is 400 times larger than the moon, and coincidentally exactly 400 times farther away than the moon.
All right, there's another video, April 6th. Yep, last month, April 6th.
Will be 100% perfectly covered up by the moon during a total solar eclipse because they appear exactly the same size.
Blessings, young Rias. Blessings, how you doing? Oh, this is a 6-minute, 57-second long video. Damn, all right. And this was uploaded April 6th. And she talking about the solar eclipse. Let's see.
In the sky, which is quite the coincidence considering we are moving around the sun at 66,672 miles an hour, while the sun is hurling through a forever exponentially expanding space at 448,000 miles an hour, and the moon is just able to cover up the sun 100% perfectly, no more, no less. That is a bit of a coincidence if you ask me. Meanwhile, NASA will be firing 3 rockets into the total solar eclipse to study the air. And those rockets are named APEP, after the Egyptian serpent demon god of destruction and chaos. Don't believe me? Ask NASA for yourself.
Yo, it's funny how a lot of the names that the government give, whether it's a project, whether it... whatever name they decide to give to whatever, they decide to throw our way, they name it after biblical things or after a god or a goddess.
The mission is called APEP. The acronym was chosen because APEP is also the name of the serpent god from ancient Egyptian cosmology, who pursued the sun god Ra and every so often nearly consumed him, resulting in an eclipse. So they gave a very innocent and understandable reasoning for naming it APEP, but they forgot to mention that APEP represents the forces of chaos, death, and disorder. It's literally the opposite of light and good. It's pure evil. The serpent demon.
Imagine they just like them three rockets, right, that they throw up there. It's some type like like some type of little spray. You know how they see the clouds, right? Like imagine it's some type of thing they throw out there in the air to, some type of chemical. And we just breathe that shit in and it just makes us start acting crazy. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let's keep watching.
God of destruction, is what they're naming the rockets that they're shooting into the sun after. But that's not all. Meanwhile, all of this is going on while NASA is shooting rockets into the total solar eclipse, and while the moon is perfectly covering the sun, CERN, who has a statue of the Hindu god of destruction right outside their door, will be firing up the largest machine in the entire world, the Large Hadron Collider. That's right. They are going to be firing billions of protons at each other.
The Large Hadron Collider. What the
at the speed of light in a 17-mile long tunnel, trying to recreate the conditions 1 second after the Big Bang. And they are firing it up.
Recreate, like, yo, they're trying to make us live in the Jetsons era, the way everything seems. I mean, it was predicted. They said that we was going to be in the Jetsons era. They said it. They said it. They said it. We shouldn't be shocked. Pretty soon, y'all gonna be seeing the cars flying. I mean, not just one or two cars. I mean, every city, every state, every country, every county, you're gonna be seeing them flying cars. You're gonna be seeing, the people that are half human, half, cyborgs and stuff like that. Man, it's there. Shit, I heard I was watching somebody react to somebody's video. Right? I mean, yeah, I was watching somebody. I don't remember when the heck this was, but I'm not gonna forget it. Like, I will never forget this person say that they were riding around. I think they said a Samsung Galaxy. I Listen, man. Don't get me to lie. I can't remember who it was, when it was, but I'm not gonna forget the fact that I heard somebody reacted to somebody. I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Now we driving around on cell phones? But hey, I guess.
During the total solar eclipse. Besides the fact that they have the statue of the Hindu god of destruction right outside their door, I guess it's also just a coincidence that their logo is literally 3 sixes. And I guess it's also a coincidence that CERN is located in Geneva, Switzerland. And the Bible says that Satan lives where Antipas was put to death. And Antipas was put to death at the Apollyon Temple in Geneva, Switzerland. But it goes even deeper than that. CERN and the Large Hadron Collider are specifically located in a city called St. Genus Poli. I know I'm probably butchering that. But that city translates to Apolliacum, which was a village temple dedicated to Apollo. And Apollo is very closely compared and related to Shiva, which is the statue that they have right outside. And Apollo is very closely associated with destruction, means to destroy. And they have a statue of the god of destruction right outside. While NASA is shooting 3 rockets into the solar eclipse named after the serpent demon god of destruction. So CERN, whose logo is 666, who has a statue of the Hindu god of destruction right outside, is located at an ancient temple of Apollo. In the
Yo, wait. I gotta pump shorty brakes real quick, man. I know all about I don't know all about the gods. Let me not say that, because that would be me lying. I know a lot about the gods and stuff like that, right? But what in the world? Yo, I feel as though like we live in chapters of the Bible, the history books and stuff like that right now in 2024, yo.
ancient temple of Apollo was believed to have a portal to the underworld right underneath it. And the Large Hadron Collider is located right on top of it, where they're trying to smash particles together to create what created the universe. The Bible says they had.
Yo, man, if Ethiopia right now is in 2017 or 2018, I don't know what year they're in. I think they are around that year. But there sure as hell gotta be some type of portals because it feels like Ethiopia is the past and all of us are in the future. On some real shit. I swear to God, I'm about to buy me a telescope again. I need to sit on the roof of this house, not all the way in the top, like there's two roofs, one in the front, one in the back, and pull a telescope out there and just look up into the sky. Like, I wonder if they got little buildings out there in the sky, like little cities already made for real, for real.
As king over them the angel of the abyss, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon and in Greek is Apollyon, that is destroyer. I guess it's also a coincidence that the World Wide Web was created at CERN, and www translates into Hebrew as 666. So, not only will NASA, whose name means to deceive in Hebrew, be shooting 3 rockets into the total solar eclipse named after the serpent demon god of destruction, but at the same exact time, CERN, whose logo is 666, who created the World Wide Web that translates into 666, who has a statue of the Hindu god of destruction.
And for those of y'all that are confused and don't know, a lot about this, yes, CERN created the World Wide Web. Y'all need to go look it up. Like, y'all gotta really go into that little rabbit hole. The word the other day said I need to go dive in a little deeper because this John leads you into circles. Hey, like, this is crazy. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, this is stuff I am researching on and I am learning about. And like I said, guys, like for those coming in, those that come in later, the link is down there. Y'all wish to come up, give y'all opinions, give y'all perspectives. Y'all more than welcome. These are all open panels. This is crazy though. Like, hey, each one teach one. Let's learn some shit.
Right outside their door, that is built on top of a temple dedicated to Apollo, the god of chaos and destruction and the ruler of the underworld. They will be firing up the Large Hadron Collider and shooting particles at each other at the speed of light to create dark matter during the total solar eclipse. Does this not sound like they're trying to open a portal or send us into the upside down or something?
Right?
Because honestly, the Large Hadron Collider looks a lot like that portal opener that they had in Stranger Things.
Yo, we're on an episode of Marvel, an episode of DC. Like, yo, like each one of us is living an episode of these little comic books and stuff like that. It's 2024. I'm telling you, man.
And even one of the top scientists working on the Large Hadron Collider said, out of this door might come something, or we might send something to it. Does that not sound like a portal is opening up? Sergio Bertolucci said that. He is an Italian particle physicist and the former director of research and scientific computing at CERN. So I think he knows what he's talking about. So considering all of the satanic references associated with CERN that I just mentioned, including the human sacrifice ritual that happened right outside of CERN, right in front of the Hindu statue of destruction, I don't think that they're opening this portal for anything good. I'm going to be honest. If you don't remember that CERN ritual,
Yo, when it comes to them, ain't nothing good when they discover something. I think they've been discovered this. In my opinion, I think they've been discovered this.
happening, here's a video of it. I'm about to play it.
What the?
And then the fact checkers came out and said that it was just a bunch of scientists playing a prank on us and performing a fake human sacrifice ritual in front of the god of destruction, because scientists are just known for their pranks and human sacrifice is so funny. And on another note, the moon is also turning red. It's rusting because hematite is being found on it. And hematite is derived from the Greek word for blood. And I guess it's just a coincidence that the Bible says the sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And that's exactly what's happening.
Well, listen, man, NASA will get you to believe anything. And until I don't see the real sun and the real moon again, then I agree with you, Shorty. You make some good, great, valid points, but I'm a little more woke than this. Man, let us already know what y'all think in the chat you watching, or if you catching the replay, let us already know in the comments down below. What is your opinion on what the shorty just said?
Black is the original color, and Africa is the original month.
As a Taino, I think you got a little confused. Let's put it you like this. I am Boricua, Borinquen, the land of the valley noble lords. My name is Cosicote Bruino. When you speak upon lands of Africa,
Is his name that he just said his name in the Arawak way? Wait a minute. Was he said his name was? Ho ho.
when you speak upon lands of Africa that was conquered by Africanus, the general of Rome, doesn't fall under my narrative. You see, it's your narrative. Your European masters and those $5 pale faces, which we call black, which means dead or pale faces, has sided with those of the ones that follow the buffalo and live in teepees, the
Hey,
nomads. You see, this right here is called Haiti, the high holy mountain of Haiti. Next to it would be Quisqueya, the land of mothers. So why do I want to reference myself to Africa?
Black is
oh
the
shit.
original color.
Oh. I'm gonna have to do yo word was a tripper when he said that. I'm gonna have to do some more research. Oh, go down deeper into the rabbit hole. Ay, Dios mío.
How y'all feel about this prime fried chicken drink, man? I still ain't never had the regular prime, if y'all want me to be honest with y'all. I ain't tasted, but come on, y'all. I love me some fried chicken, KFC,
Yeah,
Popeyes, all that. But to actually taste a fried chicken drink, that's OD, man. I don't want to taste a fried chicken drink. I'm fine with just eating fried chicken. But to
right?
drink fried chicken, like a fried chicken flavor, is crazy. I gotta see his face, man, when he tastes that. Smelt it. It didn't even smell right. So that right there should tell you. He don't even
Mm-mm.
want to taste it. Prom, y'all gonna drop this and then your boy don't even want to, he don't even want to drink that. So y'all want me to drink that? Oh yeah, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Fried chicken flavored juice? No. How y'all feel?
Fried chicken flavored juice. Is it even juice? Did they like what the hell did they do? Like, did they sit here and put the fried like did they fry the chicken and then put that joint in the blender in some way, somehow, kind of like I don't know, turned it into a juice? Like, I mean, fried chicken. Let's make it make sense.
I gotta.
Well, this little girl was in the car with her mom. Her mom was about to drop off to a kid's birthday party. When out of the blue, the little
Ugh.
girl said, "Mom, how old are you?" She said, "You don't ask a woman her age. I told you that already." She said, "Okay, well, how much do you weigh?" She said, "That's also a personal question." She said, "Well, Mom, you can at least tell me why you and Dad got divorced." She said, "It's a long story." She said, "What's up with all of these questions?" She said, "Because all my friends know this stuff about their mom, and I don't." She said, "Stop being a follower and be a leader," and dropped off at the birthday party. The little girl walked into the birthday party with her head down. One of her friends ran up to her and said, "What's wrong?" She said, "I don't know nothing about my mom. I don't know my mom's age. I don't know how much she weighed." The little girl said, "All you have to do is look at her driver's license. It has everything on it. It's like a mommy's report card." So late on that night when her mom was in the shower, she went and looked at the driver's license. Then at the dinner table, she said, "Mom, I know that you're 44 years old and you weigh 160 pounds." Her mom said, "Who told you that?" She said, "I also know why you and Dad got a divorce." She said, "Why?" She said, "You got an F in sex."
Yo, wait a minute, I'm dead. But kids say the wildest things. Yo, wait a
Well, this little girl
minute.
was in the car with her mom. Her mom was about to drop off to a kid's birthday party. When out of the blue, the little girl said, "Mom, how old are you?" She said, "You don't ask a woman her age. I told you that already." She said, "Okay, well, how much do you weigh?" She said, "That's also a personal question." She said, "Well, Mom, you can at least tell me why you and Dad got divorced." She said, it's a long story. She said, what's up with all of these questions? She said, because all my friends know this stuff about their mom and I don't. She said, stop being a follower and be a leader, and dropped off at the birthday party. The little girl walked into the birthday party with her head down. One of her friends ran up to her and
Yo.
said, what's wrong? She said, I don't know nothing about my mom. I don't know my mom's age. I don't know how much she weighed. The little girl said, all you have to do is look at her driver's license. It has everything on it. It's like a mommy's report card. So
A
later on that
mama's
night, when her mom was
report
in the
card,
shower, she
yo.
went and looked at the driver's license. Then at the dinner table, she said, Mom, I know that you're 44 years old and you weigh 160 pounds. Her mom said, who told you that? She said, and I also know why you and dad got a divorce. She said, why? She said, you got an F in sex.
Um, hey, yo. That shit is crazy, right? Because kids say the wildest thing. And you know what? These kids know a lot, a lot, a lot. And you know what it is? Like they hear this and they hear that. So they know a lot of things about, sex and stuff like that, right? So I could just imagine my daughter looking at my ID like, wait a minute, man. Mom, you got an F on sex. Your ID expires here. This is your address. This is your full name. This is your birth date. This is how much you weigh. This is how tall you are. Mm, I'm hiding my ID. I mean, my daughter knows my information. She knows my name, my birth date, and all that. But I don't want her to think that I got an F on sex, and it means female. Like, you know what? No, I just need to show her my ID and explain to her that when she sees things like this, that when they put sex on an application or an ID or something like that, that it means and she sees the letter F or the letter M, that F is for female and M is for male. I mean, hey, listen, man, kids ask the craziest and wildest questions. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Yo. I'm dead.
The Pilgrims didn't wash their ass. Why were the Pilgrims
What?
and the European
Wait,
settlers so reluctant to cleanse
hold
themselves?
up.
Well, I found an excellent article from history.com that discusses this very topic. Before we get into that, how did natives wash themselves and how did it impact and influence
I'm
those who were
dead.
newly arrived? So Native Americans would use cold water and different plants, like the soapweed yucca plant, in order to cleanse themselves. Many plants have antimicrobial properties, and they even
See, like I told people before, people in other countries and stuff like that, they make their own soap, right? And not just that, they have leaves that make soap. I think I did a TikTok live before, and I'm not sure if I showed this video. I think I did. And another video where they show the guy showing the leaves that when you wet them, it actually gets soapy. I'm saying like, yo, like how in the world do you wash up with a leaf? Like they just talk about it, but I'm saying I'm like, do I wash my body with the leaf, or like do I get a rag and scrub the leaf on it, or like I mean, I'm just trying to learn and figure it out.
used plant fibers to help exfoliate the skin. In addition, they also had mouthwash using this plant, which is wildflower gold thread. It was used as mouthwash and as a mouth cleanser, and on the gums for dental pain, also for teething. And even when it came to Native Americans using the bathroom, they had a really good sense of don't poop where
Yo, so those are the natural Humphreys for the kids. Okay, okay.
you eat. So a hole would be dug not too far from where people live. The excrement would be put in the ground rather than on top because predators can track that kind of stuff. Or it would be excreted into water that was downstream because we understood the importance of raw sewage and how it can affect our health. England could have definitely taken some tips on that if you know anything about how polluted the Thames River became due to raw sewage. So anyway, back to the stinkies. So when the Pilgrims arrived in Plymouth in the early 17th century, they didn't smell good. I love that history.com says they didn't smell terrific. And according to Native American
I'm dead,
accounts,
yo.
like the Wampanoag who did bathe regularly, the Europeans did not. Natives even tried and failed.
I'm sorry, but I just can't picture. I can't imagine myself going a day without washing my ass. Like, especially a woman. Like, yo, we gotta wash up. I mean, like before we leave out in the morning, if we don't take a shower, at least wash your ass and wash, your private. Watch that. Like, yo, like I'm dead. Like this shit is crazy. I can't. You gotta wash your underarms. You gotta wash, underneath your breast. Like, yo, if you're a female, I mean, the males gotta do the same shit. Wash that third leg. Wash that ass. Like, shit. All that sweating and shit like that. Like, even if you don't take a shower before you leave the house, wash up. I mean, that's a big no no. You cannot leave the house without washing your ass. And that's crazy. That's why I don't ride SEPTA in Philly because, yo, motherfuckers be stinking up in that joint. And you want to say some shit, but it's kind of like, yo, oh, I'm telling you, man.
At convincing them to wash themselves. Bathing, as you and I know, was very, very uncommon among Western Europeans until the later part of the 18th century, which is why I find this kind of wild because y'all weren't taking care of your undercarriage. We had to teach you to do that, and then you didn't even want to do it. And this wasn't just like the lower class people. This went for all social classes. Louis, though, I forget how to do these numbers.
So I see why they used to use the leaves to wipe their asses back then. Like, they were sanitized. Like, shit. They would sit here, take a crap, take a shit, however y'all want to call it, take a poop, right? And they go grab a whole sanitized leaf and wipe their ass with it. But when they have to wet it to get some soap, like, how would y'all dry it? Like, I mean, I guess with a rag, right? I mean, Rachel, that was dumb.
10, 5, 6, Louis the 16th? No, that doesn't sound right. I forgot how to do these. But one of the Louis, 17th century king of France, is said to have only taken 3 baths in his entire life.
Damn.
Could you imagine what slobbing on his knob must have been like?
Oh
so
my
rich
God,
and poor
no.
might wash their faces and their hands on a daily basis, but almost no one in Western Europe washed their whole body. And so the pilgrims and the Puritans who followed them may have even thought that submerging their whole body in water was unhealthy and taking all of their clothes off to do so was immodest. So that's why John and Jacob look like this over here, wearing all these heavy layers of clothing in the heat. Yuck. The pilgrims.
I can't. I couldn't imagine myself being a day without showering. I don't know how they did it, like for real, and then take credit. Like, damn, Christopher Columbus literally said that if it wasn't for him, they would still be cleaning their ass, wiping their ass with a damn leaf. I prefer to wash my ass with a damn leaf because I know it's clean and I know that everything is natural. There's no chemicals in that shit, no nothing. Shit, the toilet paper itself got chemicals in it. Like, if y'all go do y'all research, y'all know what I'm talking about. But shit, we stuck with toilet paper now. The fuck? This shit is crazy.
1988, Oprah Winfrey posed in 1988, Oprah Winfrey posed a significant question to 42-year-old Donald Trump whether he would ever consider running for president. Trump's response during that time is a notable piece of history.
You took out a full-page ad in major U.S. newspapers last year criticizing U.S. foreign policy. What would you do differently, Donald?
I'd make our allies, forgetting about the enemies you can't talk to so easily. I'd make our allies pay their fair share. We're a debtor nation. Something's going to happen over the next number of years with this country because you can't keep going on losing $200 billion, and yet we let Japan come in and dump everything.
Yo, he said this in 1988 in his mind. Yo, he still says the same stuff now. And he was young here. He looked like when he came out in Home Alone on here. But wasn't that in the 90s though when Home Alone came out? Like, I can't remember when Home Alone came out right now, but damn, Trump. Like, you still think the same way, huh?
Everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade. If you ever go to Japan right now and try to sell something, forget about it, Oprah. Just forget about it. It's almost impossible. They don't have laws against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean, you can respect somebody that's beating the hell out of you, but they are beating the hell out of this country. Kuwait, they live like kings. The poorest person in Kuwait, they live like kings. And yet they're not paying. We make it possible for them to sell their oil. Why aren't they paying us 25% of what they're making? It's a joke.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me. And I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run.
That is political talk. I mean, I know, man, what was I thinking when I was watching Oprah when I was young? I really looked up to her. Like, right now, when I hear her say certain shit from back then and certain shit she says now, I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, why did I look up to you when I was young? I want somebody to remind me. Why did I look up to her?
Would you ever?
Probably not. But I do get tired of seeing the country ripped
Why
off.
would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't. But, you know, I just probably...
Oh shit, Trump just said the presidents don't get paid good? Yo, Trump stay exposing people, yo. I'm telling you. That's why they want him oofed.
Probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings and we're not.
What do you think of this year's presidential race, the way it's shaping up?
Well, it's going to be very interesting. I think that probably George Bush has an advantage in terms of the election. I think that probably people would say that he's got like that little edge in terms of the incumbency, et cetera, et cetera. But I think Jesse Jackson's done himself very proud. I think Michael Dukakis has done one hell of a job.
All right. If anybody comes across this video, right, that, you know, seen the presidential election in 1988, was Trump right? Because I wasn't even born until the year after. So was Trump right?
And George Bush has done a hell of a job. You know, they all went in there sort of as semi-underdogs, including George Bush, and they've all come out. I think people that are around all three of those candidates can be very proud of the jobs they've done.
You've said, though, that if you did run for president, you believe you'd win.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life. And if I did decide to do it, I think I'd be inclined. I would say that I would have a hell of a chance of winning, because I think people, I don't know how your audience feels, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States ripped off. And I can't promise you everything, but I can tell you one thing. This country would make one hell of a lot of money from those people that for 25 years have taken.
Yo, if everything that he's saying, Trump must be in a hell of a lot of pain for him to have sit here and took office to get all this backlash and all this heat on him, trial after trial, him exposing certain, even back then he was exposing stuff. This is crazy.
An advantage. It wouldn't be the way it's been, believe me.
It's evident that Donald Trump has maintained his consistent beliefs since as far back as 1988 through 2016 and even today. During those early years, the media generally loved Donald Trump. However, as soon as he aligned with the Republican Party in the 2010s, the media's perception of him drastically shifted. They began to falsely accuse Trump of constantly changing his positions, flip-flopping, and being inconsistent. But in reality, Trump has remained steadfast in his views, unlike some other individuals. To illustrate this point, I want you to watch this clip of Joe Biden showcasing his stance on immigration. This serves as a stark contrast to Trump's consistency over the years.
Let me talk to something unsavory now, the issue of immigration. Yeah. Is there a Democratic Party position which accommodates the need to stop illegal?
So was this when Joe Biden was younger? Because he does not look like that anymore.
Entry, punish people who hire people with cheap wages illegally, and also gives hope to people who live here illegally and people who want to come here right now. Is there a possible combination that hits all those points?
I think there is, and I think that the McCain Kennedy bill, Kennedy McCain, the Specter bill that came out does it. If you take a look, Chris, at what Frist is talking about, only enforcement. The enforcement provisions that sit inside the Specter bill, the McCain or the Kennedy McCain bill, there ain't a dime's worth of difference to them. They're the same amount of money, 12,000 new border agents.
Think they work?
I think they will work better if they actually, in fact, do it.
Can you scare an employer in this country, whether he's an agricultural worker or a housewife, into not hiring an illegal because the punishment's so high that if you get caught,
yes,
it's a huge embarrassment to your family, and you may just get hit with a fine that'll kill you.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. And that's what we should do. Well, I think we should do that.
Because you can't catch everything.
You can't. No, you can't. And the last part of this is that the Democratic position also...
So Biden went from, we don't want to hire illegals, to now we're giving SSI and welfare to illegals that have no papers that they are bringing in. Okay, the hypocrisy.
Recognize you got 11 million illegal aliens here. They have to have a way to earn their way into the deal. This is an amnesty. They're required to take 11 years' worth. They pay a fine. They got to learn to speak English. They got to pass
I like the English part.
Yeah.
I like the English part. By the way, if we want the problems of Canada right now, to keep encouraging people to keep their foreign language, English is going to unite this country potentially. It always has in the past.
I can't think of a country that has two languages as their accepted languages that is doing all that well, including Switzerland and or Canada.
It divides us.
Yeah.
You can't talk to each other. Anyway, thank you, Senator Joe Biden. You've solved it. You've done it.
Joe Biden may have expressed.
Wait, America has two languages? What's the other language other than English? Now I need somebody to answer me that. Like, wait, I know I'm not tripping on what he just said.
I can't think of a country that has two languages as their accepted languages that is doing all that well, including Switzerland and or Canada.
It divides us.
Yeah.
You can't talk to each other.
Okay, so as Americans, we got two languages. I know English. What's the other one? I guess we'll find out. Let me stop pausing it.
Anyway, thank you, Senator Joe Biden. You've solved it. You've done it.
Joe Biden may have expressed a particular stance on immigration in the past. It appears that he has since become inconsistent and has flip-flopped on this issue. His current views on immigration seem to contradict his previous statements, causing confusion and uncertainty.
That's a fact. Like, yo, right now the Biden that's in office is a puppet to somebody. Somebody is pulling his strings heavy.
About his position. This inconsistency raises concerns about his reliability and trustworthiness.
You use the word illegal when talking about the man who allegedly killed Laken Riley.
An undocumented person. And I shouldn't have
It's
used
a
illegal.
difference.
It's undocumented. And look, when I spoke about the difference between Trump and me, one of the things I talked about on the border was that the way he talks about vermin, the way he talks about these people polluting the blood. I talked about what I'm not going to do, what I won't do. I'm not going to treat any of these people with disrespect. Look, they built the country. The reason our economy is growing, we have to control the border and more orderly flow. But I don't share his view at all.
So you regret using that word.
Yeah.
Now, comparing Donald Trump's views from the past to his current stance is essential for understanding his consistency.
Europe now, they're taking advantage of us at a level that nobody's ever seen. As an example, in Ukraine, so we're in for 150 billion. Now,
One thing that I could say is y'all may hate Trump, right? So I tell people I don't have a president until we have a president that's for us, and I don't think we're gonna have that anytime soon. So listen, man, one thing I could say about Trump is he's been consistent in the past and in the present. I don't know about the future, but woo, Biden's been proven to be a hypocrite then and now.
know that it's much more important for Europe than us, but we want to see people live, etc. But we're in for 150 billion and Europe's in for 17 billion. If you add Europe up, if you add all the various countries, they're approximately the same size economy. So I say, why aren't they in for the same number or more? I mean, in theory, and more. So they should equalize. They should come up and they should equalize. They've got plenty, but I don't think anybody from the Biden administration's ever is. If you ask them, if I said to them, listen, we're in for 100 billion more than you. You have to put up the next 100 billion. We have to equalize. Otherwise, we're not going to do it. They'll put up the money, but nobody ever asks. Same thing with NATO. We were way over our heads in NATO. Many of the countries weren't paying. They were delinquent. Only 8 of the 28 countries were current. We were way current. We were paying 3-4 times what we were supposed to. We were carrying it. And when I went in, I looked and I said, you're going to have to all pay or we're not going to protect you any longer.
It's all business, and that's what he's good at. Trump, one thing I could say, he's good at business. So I don't know. Maybe he's what's needed, but me personally, I'm not into the president shit.
And I remember the head of a country stood up and said, does that mean that if Russia attacks my country, you will not be there? That's right. That's what it means. I will not protect you. And the money came. The money came pouring in.
In general, Donald Trump has been known for his outspoken nature and firm stances on various issues, including immigration, trade, and national security. Throughout his political career, he has emphasized themes such as America First, border security, economic nationalism, and skepticism towards international agreements and organizations. It's indeed noteworthy that Donald Trump has maintained consistency in his messaging over several decades, going as far back as the 1980s. Despite the accusations of being a phony or changing his positions, A thorough examination of his past interviews reveals a remarkable level of consistency in his beliefs and viewpoints. Regardless of one's stance on Trump's consistency, it's clear that his unwavering messaging has left a significant impact on his supporters and critics alike. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. In 1988,
I'm in my soft guy era. We will no longer be pumping our own gas. When we pull up to the gas station, ladies hop out the passenger seat and pump the gas while we sit in the car and watch TikTok videos. And we are now also requiring at least $100 to be spent on us on the first date. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't be dating anyways. And I see all you female.
Yo, shout out to Ms. Akibi because she brought up this live. She brought up this topic not so long ago. The sprinkle, drizzle, and boom, here we got a sprinkle. We got a drizzle, soft guy era. Me personally, I don't want to be with a soft guy. Like soft guy to me is something else. Like, like a soft guy to me, boy. I'm good. I'm not taking care of you. Let your mama take care of you. Like, if we're not doing this together, shit.
Talking about, oh, soft guy era. You like men. If you like men, just say you like men. You want a female to take care of you. Stop yapping. It's getting broke. And this girl gonna have the nerve to ask me what I want to eat, and I said nothing. And she had the nerve to come home.
Part one or part two?
Do y'all know she tried to?
Hold on,
I'm in my soft guy era. We will no longer be pumping our own gas. When we pull up to the gas station, ladies hop out the passenger seat and pump the gas while we sit in the car and watch TikTok videos. And we are now also requiring at least $100 to be spent on us on the first date. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't be dating anyways. And I see all you females talking about, oh, soft guy era. You like men. If you like men, just say you like men. You want.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. As a woman, I've never had to ask a man out. I was always the one being asked out, and I don't have a problem with it. Shit, like a date is a date. I don't care where you take me. We spending time together. We getting to know each other. Like I never understood this. You gotta pay for this. I gotta pay for this. Like that shit make no sense to me. Soft guy era. What the fuck? Now y'all want the females to get hard. I'm over here trying to like shit. Before I met my baby pops, I'm over here trying to figure out like, damn, like, am I gonna keep getting harder or am I gonna find a man that's gonna, make me soft inside? And boom. I got a man that showed me that I can be a woman. Shit. I can be independent and be with him at the same time. And what I mean independent is I like even though he pays the bills, he does this, I could still sit here, have my own little business, make my own money, help him, do what I gotta do, and get what I want. Like maybe I'm tripping, but our relationship is 100, not 50-50.
Do y'all know?
Yo,
I'm in
why
my
you
soft
just
guy
ain't
era.
tripping?
We would also requiring at least $100 to be spent on us on the first date. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't be dating anyways. And I see all you females talking about, oh, soft guy era. You like men. If you like men, just say you like
Yeah,
men.
his
You want a
feelings.
female to take care of you. Stop yapping. It's getting broke. And this girl gonna have the nerve to ask me what I want to eat, and I said nothing. And she had the nerve to come home with food for herself and nothing for me. Even though I said I didn't want anything to eat, that didn't mean I didn't want anything to eat. Where's my food? You supposed to be a mind reader. Now, can I get a drizzle?
What?
Soft guy era. It's our time. And you females that's on the street, y'all need to step y'all game up because y'all are losing to these females that's in the penitentiary system. They got dudes lined up just sending it.
Hold up. He just said, yo, what? Losing to females that are in the penitentiary system? Hold up. Can somebody explain that? If somebody down here in the comments could explain this shit, hold on. They can't afford us anymore. Drizzle. Somebody said someone's been watching too much sprinkle, lady. Ha! The soft guy era is absolutely sending me love. This script flipped. Drizzle. We're all tens too. Okay, nobody's explaining what he meant by that. All right, let's go play.
Money. Matter of fact, all the friends that I got them a woman that's in the penitentiary system. Y'all got to step y'all game up, ladies. But going about y'all little business. I'm in my soft guy.
Boy, tripping. You got me fucked up. We both working. We both building together. Like shit.
Do y'all know she tried to sleep with me on the first date? Do I look like a whore? So the second day comes around and I let her hit because if you make her wait a day, then it's different. You have to respect your body. We are kings. Can I get a drizzle? But she
But if you getting paid for everything, right? Is it really love? Doesn't that make you a gigolo to get paid for a private show? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking.
He had the nerve to ask me to get on top. I'm a pillow king. I'm going to lay here and you're going to do all the work. But I had to let her go because I'm in my soft guy era. On the way home, I had a flat tire. So I called her. She said, "What you calling me for?" I'm like, "You really gonna make me change my own tire? What woman doesn't
What?
know how to change a tire?" This dating scene is so slim pickings. I'm never gonna find a good woman, even though I'm looking in all the wrong places. So I'm just gonna categorize every woman as bad women.
Yo, I'm dead. I know he playing around. He said I'm never gonna find a good woman, even though I'm looking in all the wrong places. I'm done. He better not say drizzle drizzle in this shit. Yo, I'm dead.
Even though I know that I'm picking the bad ones. It makes perfect sense. To all my soft guy era kings, do not settle for less. And remember, you're single until she puts a ring on it. And to all the women who don't get it, please, go on about y'all business.
Yo, I'm dead. He's really imitating the women real good. A lot of these women do behave like that though. Like, yo, imagine flipping the scripts on the females like that, yo. The females that do be like that.
Do y'all know she tried to sleep with me on the first?
Watch this.
Who's the biggest failure in the Bible? God is.
And he still teaches it today.
Who was the biggest loser? Satan? No. God. Who do you think you are today? The more we learn about this.
Why he looks so demonic? Am I the only one? Like, wait, hold up. What did I miss? This guy looks demonic. Rebuke him in the name of Jesus Christ. You can see the demons in his eyes. Oh, that come, yo, them two things right here. I got a poem coming up on that. Rebuke him. Then she forgot to put in the name, but she put rebuke him, the name of Jesus Christ. Somebody over here put you can see the demons in his eyes. Yo, I'm writing that down, taking note. Oh, okay, I like that. That's the start of a poem right there. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, all powerful. I rebuke evil in Christ Jesus' name. I mean, hey, let's keep watching.
This covenant of blood. What blood? The blood of this covenant. Glory to God.
Ain't
cut the covenant with his Father God. Glory.
yo.
Yeah.
Hey, no, yo, I would have smacked him back, even though that was a tap in the cheek. But shit, I'm smacking you back. Like, man, let a pastor do that to me. Shit, he gonna, yo, I'm telling you, he gonna be praying to God in his knees. Let a pastor try to tap my cheek, smack me or some shit. Like, what? You gonna be on your knees praying to God then? Shit.
Just like Moses of old.
He gonna sing.
They're
What the hell?
Don't ever do it. Don't ever feel sorry for yourself. Don't ever do it. Absolutely stunning. Just delicious. So good. And he will be like Moses, and he'll live 120 years. And he said, yeah. Preach it, brother, preach it, brother, preach it. Just before the cross.
Yo, wait. His eyes go back.
120 years. And he said, yeah. Preach it, brother, preach it, brother, preach it. Just before.
Oh, okay, it went to the corner. That shit looked demonic.
And we have a healing covenant. Dwells in me, the pure, spotless blood of God. And Hesed was performed for me. He's my blood brother, and my father is my friend. And as he is, so are we in this world. Glory to God, I don't have it. I never will have it. And I don't mind telling
Like, is he being possessed? Because when I pause it, I see him differently.
I'll never be sick again in my life hereafter forever. Not one time. I will never. Say what?
Say what?
We know your mama. Days of my life, boy. Thank God they finally got something nice looking up here. No, gorgeous would be a better word.
Who is he talking to? Like 3 people?
Thank you very much, Reverend.
I'm enjoying sitting out while they are fueling my airplane.
What?
She go on.
I mean, I don't know. This pastor want his air pump to get fueled. So I don't know. Maybe I misheard wrong. Like what? Hold on. Let me control my dogs. Okay, either he's speaking another language or he's speaking in tongues.
The Israelis.
His
Greater
fucking
is he that's
eyes.
in me than he that's
What the hell? Look at his
and if I've left
eyes.
out anything, forgive me. And Father, anything you need, any what is this?
Padre Celestial que estás en los cielos.
Oh, brother, don't start frowning. It's a gift. It's a gift. Take it. You need help feeding your babies. God bless your darling heart. Then you ought to be helped. But I'm going to tell you something. You need to be tithing on that help.
What in the world? That's all I can say.
That's your
Padre
increase.
Celestial que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu
You need to be
nombre.
tithing that.
That's what they say in
Brother Copeland,
Spanish.
I'm in poverty now. I know it. I'm telling you how to get out. That's the gospel. I don't care if you ain't got but 2 nickels. Give him the first one. Money!
Thank you all so much for watching Pearly Gates Productions. I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Okay.
You mean to tell me that Finnish people would sit down for dinner, look their mother or father dead in the eye, and say, "Will you grab me a piece of that juicy pussy?" You guys are fucking crazy. You mean to tell me that Finnish people...
Why they named it that? Like, is it really called that? Because I'm like on this person in the chat over there. They said I need to hear the correct pronunciation because I refuse to accept this one. My grandma's juicy pussy is. I'm not saying it. I'm reading the chat box over there with her. My grandma's juicy pussy is the best in town. Yo, I can't. Like, I would be lost in the sauce. I'm always lost in the sauce when I'm with my baby pops. Like, I could just imagine him telling me, "Can you pass me the juicy pussy?" I'm saying, him like, "Wait, what?" Like, you imagine us at dinner with the kids and stuff like that. "Can you pass me that juicy pussy? Can you pass me the juicy pussy? Can I get the juicy pussy?" Like, I'm saying here, I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, I mean, I'm not a man, so I'm not even going to try to think like him. But this shit shout out. I want to find out the real name, like the authentic name to this. Like, I want to know how to pronounce this the right way. Because there's no way in hell that somebody could sit at a dinner table with family and say, "Pass me the juicy pussy." I'm dead.
Hits, bits, and Lord. 6 with it, hits, bits, and Lord.
I can't hear her. I gotta put the volume up.
Shit. Yeah. Shit. That does rhyme, baby. Good job, okay? I'm just gonna leave that one off, okay? Because
I gotta hear it again.
that is a rhyming word, though. 6 with it, hits, bits, and Lord. Shit. Yeah.
Yo, okay. So they was rhyming. Her reaction though, like she thought about it because at the end of the day, he still rhymed. But like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me remember. Like he's really really young. This probably like kindergarten or some shit. Probably pre-K. Almost said shit. Dead. Yo, she like, this is a conversation for me and the parents. But congratulations right now, young boy. In a minute, I'm gonna call your parents and let them know that, we was rhyming, but I guess that's the only word he thought that could rhyme with whatever we was hit, kick, lick, shit. Dead.
You're gonna learn today. We should get our water from fruit. Take a listen.
You're supposed to eat water. You're supposed to.
Blessings, let's be. Blessings, how you doing?
Chew water. You're not supposed to drink water. Human beings is not a drinking faculty, y'all. Who do not drink water. Dogs drink water. Camels.
Yo, this is like the 5th or 6th person that I know that has said that you do not drink water, you intake water. And I'm saying here, I'm like, how am I supposed to intake water? Like, I gotta drink it. Like, I gotta pour it in a cup and drink it. But what he is saying, I've heard already like 5 to 6 different people say this shit. And I know that H3O is better than H2O. I do know that for a fact. Like, man, watermelons, cucumbers, all that. I love that shit. But damn. Like basically we was taught to drink water like damn animals. I know personally I'm not a dog. Like really though, like y'all could have told us, either our parents should have told us this, our grandparents should have told us this, the teacher should have told us this. Like we was taught to drink water like a dog.
You're gonna learn today. We should get our water from fruit. Take a listen.
You're supposed to eat water. You're supposed to chew water. You're not supposed to drink water. Human beings is not.
He just said we're supposed to eat water. We're supposed to chew water. We're not supposed to drink water. I mean, you know how many times I've messed up and I said I was eating water instead of saying I was drinking water, and they told me, "Yo, why you messed up? You said it real wrong. How do you eat water?" Well, I'm guessing this is how you eat water right now. I was never wrong. See, something inside of me and my inner brain was telling me that this is the right way to say it. You eat water. You don't drink water. All right. Because drinking water is what a dog does, what a cat does, does an elephant drink water or mm, they gotta drink water and then squirt it out, right? Yeah. But don't the water go through their nose when they squirt that joint out? I mean, I know it's not through their nose they drink the water. I forgot, man. Let me not talk about the elephant right now because I need to go back to school.
Not a drinking faculty, y'all. Who do not drink water. Dogs drink water. Camels drink water. Four-legged beasts drink water. Do you know in order to drink water scientifically, you have to stand on all fours, you have to elongate your neck, and you have to lap the water with your tongue? Your tongue is not even long enough and it don't have the type of muscles.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit is crazy. For real, I could not sit here and get on all fours to drink some water. But I was told that I drink water out of a cup. But listen to this.
That other mammals have to even lap that water in. In order for you to drink water, you gotta close your hands together, do this, you gotta do everything but what you can do naturally with it to even drink this water. You getting water in cups and glasses. You weren't born with cups, glasses, and bowls and none of that other shit. These are utensils that you make where you can assimilate other creatures, where you can start drinking these things, just like you make knives and you make forks because you don't have claws like a carnivore. You make these knives and these forks where you can.
All right, so basically the knives, the forks, and the whatever is the replacement of the claws and the nails, right? This shit is crazy. They told us that if we eat with our hands, it's savagely. We're savages if we eat with our hands, right? Like, so in reality, it's savage to eat with a fork and a knife. I mean, let's keep watching.
Claw and rip and tear into flesh, showing you that you were not created to eat flesh. Same thing when it comes to water that comes out of wells and oceans and lakes. You were not made to drink that. If you was, then your neck and your digestive tract would be made a certain way. Your tongue would be elongated a certain way so it can lap and get that water in. Guess what? You ain't got to do that when you're eating your water.
You're gonna learn today.
Hey, listen, when you eating fruits and stuff like that, that's how you get the H3O. So yeah, obviously. So I was never wrong. All them times I messed up and I said I'm eating water. Like instead of saying I'm drinking water. That's a shame for all them elders and all them adult people and all them grown people that came in my neck every time I messed up and I said I'm eating water. I'm dead serious. Let me see what the comments say over here on his video. We are becoming very intelligent about food and water. You can't argue with the information. Just think about what he is saying. Make perfect sense to me. It doesn't, it really does. It's just I'm stuck on what we was taught right now. Like, the proper way to do things, y'all made us think we were savages for doing. But y'all got us out here eating with forks and knives, and that's to replace. You know what? Let us shorty know what y'all think in the comments down below. For anybody that catches the replay, anybody that's in the watching the live right now, if y'all wish to leave a comment there, let us shorty know what y'all think about this. Like, hey, I'm still doing my research on it. I'm still learning about the fruits and the stuff, but this right here, we've been drinking water when we're supposed to eat water. That right here, like, it took me back to when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, and I still mess up sometimes, for real, for real. I still say it here and there, so it's kind of like, like what?
We should get our water from.
If your uncle's sister is not your aunt, then who is she to you?
She's not my aunt, period. My aunt would be married to my uncle, not sister to my uncle.
If your uncle's sister
Oh, wait. Okay.
is not your aunt, then who is she to
Adopted.
you? No.
What? My aunt-in-law?
Your aunt-in-law?
I don't know.
Okay.
If your uncle's sister is not your aunt, who is she? Yo, shorty got me geeking on this. Like, I'm dead. Like, I want to see if y'all get this. I really do want to see if y'all get this.
If your uncle's sister is not your aunt, then who is she to you?
She's not my aunt, period. My aunt would be married to my uncle, not sister to my uncle.
If your uncle's sister
Oh, wait. Okay.
is not your aunt, then who is she to
Adopted.
you? No.
What? My aunt-in-law?
Your aunt-in-law?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Yo, I'm so dead, like shorty.
Think about your uncle's sister.
Mm-hmm.
If your uncle's sister is not your aunt, then who is she to you?
She doesn't exist.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Come on, think about it. Think about it.
100% she exists. Because I'm talking about her right now. If your uncle's sister
If your uncle's sister
is not your aunt,
because Jackson is an uncle and then I'm an aunt because he's related. So that's not it.
think about Uncle
My
Matt.
uncles? Mm-hmm.
Who's his sister?
Who's Uncle Matt?
Uncle Pew.
Oh. Who's his sister?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any family.
Yo, I'm dead. I can't. Yo, like, wait a minute. I can't.
Jasmine, pay attention.
Okay.
Uncle Pew, okay? Uncle Matt. Who is his sister?
Who is his sister? He doesn't have a sister.
Yo, even with him.
Who's your mother's brother?
Matt.
Yo.
You're still confused?
My mom.
Yo, these kids nowadays, yo, I'm dead.
If your uncles.
What is your name?
Racheal.
This is your only chance. You understand? Man, what's been going on with this young man?
He has been disrespectful, cussing at me, cussing around me, throwing things, not listening to anything that I say. Everything's a battle. He's disrespectful to my parents, my mom and my dad. He pushes my dad.
He pushes your father?
Yeah.
Don't answer or say nothing until I ask you. You understand?
Yes, sir. He cusses at my mom. He destroys things. He hurts me mentally and physically.
He's put his hands on you?
He has attacked me, yes.
He's attacked you?
Wow.
Yes. He has punched me. He has ran up on me with things.
With weapons?
Anything that he can hit me with. Doesn't matter. He threatens he's gonna.
And how old is he?
He's 10.
10.
Yes.
Put your hand down.
That's
Sit
what he
there
needs.
and be disciplined and listen. Go ahead, ma'am.
He threatens my life. He tells me he wishes he didn't have a mom. And he does this to me every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
He's disrespectful at school. He's told the teacher to shut up, try to walk out the building.
Yo, it seemed like the young boy lashing out, and if he's lashing out, it's got to be a reason behind that. I mean, hopefully it's nothing bad, but we're about to find out. The video says boy explains why he treated his mom that way. But damn, man, yo, your life is shortened when you sit here and you lay hands on your parents, regardless of anything.
Understood. Let me move this out the way. Because you and I are about to have a real talk, young man. A real talk. Would you like to go with me, young man, right now?
No, sir.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
Then why? Why in the world would you attack your mother and call her out of her name and disrespect your grandfather and push your grandfather and just run around here like you're the boss of this house? Why in the world? I need you to take a minute and give me an answer that makes sense to me, that I can understand what's wrong with you so I can help you. Because, little boy, if you don't give me the right answer and I don't understand what's coming out your mouth and I think you're giving me some crap and you're sitting here trying to play me, you're done. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Why in the hell are you disrespecting your family? You take a minute and you think about that answer. And you better give me a good answer. Tell me what is going wrong with you that causes you to disrespect your family and abuse your mother, attack your mother, pull weapons on your mother, and abuse your grandfather. Why do you do this? What are you dealing with?
My dad, he always makes me so mad at me that always just talk bad about my mom.
Your dad? Your dad makes you mad and he always talks about your mom.
Y'all know how we got the cases with the moms that are always talking bad about the dads? Whoa, this one's flipped. Drizzle, drizzle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Damn. This is a case of the drizzle, drizzle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm sorry to say it. Like, this case is flip, because this is like, yo, I rarely hear, damn, a dad talking bad about his baby mom in front of his son. Like, that right there is out of pocket, disrespectful, rude. Like, I just don't understand why either party does it. Whether it's the mom, whether it's the dad, it is wrong to do. Y'all need to stop putting y'all kids in the middle of y'all situations. It's crazy. Like, I know that a lot of women do it, And I know some men do it out there, but damn, this John right here is a kid actually expressing his feelings and saying that his father's the one doing it. Like, yo, as men, like, really though, like, you can't, like, a real man wouldn't do this. Like, you see, when you hear people say, "Oh, what's the definition of a man to you?" A real man A real man knows how to speak his mind. A real man stands for himself. A real man works, makes his money, doesn't sit here and look for trouble. A real man, listen, man, defends his family, feeds his family, protects his family, doesn't beat his family down, doesn't abuse his family, doesn't go around beating women or cursing women around. Like, there's a lot of men out here that'll sit here and, stand their ground and tell a woman like, "Yo, back off." Da, 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 da. Yeah, they're allowed to do that, but there's a lot of men that, believe it or not, they won't put their hands on a woman. They'll walk away. I've seen so many do it. I've seen so many get cursed out and not sit here and not once talk bad about that woman. Like, that's the crazy part. But hey, I guess a lot of people just used to seeing that one-sided part. Like, I don't know. I've seen so many situations. I've seen so many stories out here. Like, and I've seen both sides. It's crazy.
He calls her a fat B word.
A fat B word. He called your mother a fat B?
He called my mom a fat B word, yes.
Wow, his dad was calling his mom a biatch.
So talking bad about my mom in front of me.
Wow.
And he said he doesn't care about if I get in trouble.
So basically, his son is giving his mom his son is imitating him, mimicking him, doing to his mom what he hears his dad say. Basically, that's what I'm seeing in this situation right here. The son is mimicking the dad. Everything the dad is saying bad about the mom, the son will come back to the mom and say it to her and mistreat her in the same breath. Like, yo, how can there be fathers out here like that? Like, show a lot of men out here really got to get it together. Like, men, too many men out here acting like women, too many feminine tendencies.
He says he doesn't care if you get in trouble for what you do to her.
No.
He said that.
Yes, it means that anytime I get in trouble with her, he doesn't care.
Your father told you that?
Yes. And he called my mom.
What is your name?
I have a question to everybody before I move on to the next video. What type of resolutions, what type of solutions can we bring to the table, right, when it comes to men that do these type of things? I mean, like, what can be done? Should they go to jail? Should they get a life lesson? Should they be left alone? I mean, let us shorty know. Like, if you catching the replay, leave your comments down below. If you catching this live, leave your comments in the chat and let us shorty know.
You understand?
Have y'all seen this one? Look at that. Y'all see that? I noticed they were doing this early the rising of the solar eclipse. A lot of planes were flying through the sky. But how is the plane gonna fly between a fake moon, is fake moon, which everybody should know as a black sun now, and this semi?
Yo, if y'all look at this video, right, it does look like the plane is in between, like, the little, black shade and the sun. But if it was the eclipse, shouldn't the eclipse cover the whole sun, right? Like, that's what's crazy, right? But you see the plane, right? It went kind of like in between both of them. But that's not just it. Why does smoke look like it's behind both of them? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Simulated sun. So you're gonna tell me this plane is gonna fly between them two, right? But the sun is supposed to be 93 million miles away. Y'all see that, right? And you can also see the solar flares coming out the sun here. But look at that, yo. How is that possible? It looks like there was something. How does the plane fly in between these two? That makes no sense, y'all. Man, I told y'all the sky is not really what we think it is, man. That's just crazy. As of right now, there's a lot of deception going on because we can't even see what's going on in the sky right now. The whole sky is blanketed, it's raining, it's pouring. Apparently, the sun is still eclipsed, and we are still in the 3 days of darkness, you guys. So I don't know what this is all about, but we're gonna see in a few days. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interest.
And this video was uploaded on April 11th, right? And my question to y'all is, do y'all believe that we have, that the sky is real? Do y'all think that like there's a how can I say it, a simulation up in the skies? Y'all think the moon and the clouds and the sun are real? I mean, we know that the real ones are up there, but do y'all believe that somehow, some way, they got a simulation covering the real thing?
Moon.
And to prove I'm not full of shit, here we go.
Damn.
4.78 pounds.
2.22 pounds.
4.78. 2.2.
Yo, so basically the package is saying that is 2 point. Wait. Let's go back. She lost me a little bit. Hold up.
And to prove I'm not full of shit, here we go. 4.78 pounds.
All right. So apparently the package says it's 4.78 pounds, right? But when she weighs it, it gives her a different amount. 2.22 pounds. That's 2 point and some change pounds less than what the actual packaging says. And then they charge $23 for them little 3 pieces of chicken breast. That's crazy.
2.2 pounds. 4.78.
23.76.
2.2. Let's look at the other one. 4.9.
2 pounds.
Walmart is getting us.
Walmart is scamming the shit out of people, yo. Somebody said, let me see. They just got sued for similar but different scamming on meat. Why do people still shop there? Maybe I'm missing something, but if it weighs less, doesn't it cost less too? Yes, that's the whole point. Yes. If it weighs less, it should cost less. But they're saying that it weighs more in the package, right? And they're charging this amount of money. But when she weighs it herself, it weighs less than what the packaging says. Yo, they scamming the shit out of people. That's crazy. So imagine if you go to the cash register. Will the cashier actually tell you that, what's inside the package weighs less than what's inside, what their scanner is saying? I mean, the package is saying, like, yo, this shit is crazy, man. Like, yo, scamming at its biggest.
Newsweek found 17 states are fully okay with it.
Yes, I'm gonna do a live on this, but I'm not sure how to do it, when to do it, right? Like, because I don't want to be. Maybe I just might do it and give my opinion. But if I'm doing it right here, why should I do the live? Because I wanted to get people's opinion. Like, y'all know that these states right here, right? They passed it. This was announced on April 12th. They passed for the first cousin legal marriage. So now it is legal for you to marry your first cousin. Like, I don't know why in the world they came up with this shit, why it's legal, but to me it's disgusting. I don't know how a lot of people feel about this, but hey, listen.
Including California, New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. The states in yellow allow it with restrictions. Indiana is one of those. Ohio is part of the majority that does. Newsweek found 17 states are fully okay.
So all the states in red are not legal. All the states in green are legal. All the states in yellow are legal, but with conditions. Like, yo, these people is tripping.
Did they really do it? Did the government of the United Arab Emirates really seed the clouds and cause over 6 inches of rain, 2 years worth of rain in one day in Dubai, causing a
I mean, they do see the clouds, and I wouldn't pass this news article, like, for real.
calamitous flood? Yeah, it really looks like they did it. I'm a meteorologist. I went to school at the University at Albany in New York State, and there was a professor, Bernard Vonnegut. He was one of the original developers of cloud seeding. He helped discover it about 60 years ago, maybe even more. And when he did so, it had to do with putting silver iodide in the clouds, and it would cause snowflakes to form, which would then fall, become rain, and then the rain, beneficial rain, supposedly would fall to the ground. The problem is, what the UAE seems to have done is they took a thunderstorm, from what I understand. I'm not 100% sure of this. I wouldn't swear to it, but they took a thunderstorm that was already
And yo, this video is for all those out there wondering, are they controlling the weather? Does weatherization like exist? Yes, they do control the weather. When you go out there, you could tell when the rain is fake and when the rain is real. When you smell the air, like when it's raining, you can smell it in the air, which is real and which is fake. When it's fake, it smells like you out there in a pool or something like that. The real rain, it smells like, yo, it smells like, I don't know how to explain it. Like you out there in the forest, I guess. I don't know how to explain this shit. Like, yes, you could tell the difference. That's the crazy part. Like, I'm wondering how people cannot tell the difference between the two types of rains.
developing, and they seeded the clouds, and that caused the thunderstorm to cause even more rain, even more of a downpour than they would have normally got. Now, this isn't even the rainy season in Dubai, but yes, there was a cluster of thunderstorms there. I did check on the charts, and it was forecast to be there by the computer models. But this was aggravated apparently by the cloud seeding. And now I think the history moving forward of weather modification is going to change forever, because scientists are going to think twice before they seed the clouds. Again, if you want to know when a story in weather or astronomy is credible or not,
Baltimore City Police have charged a man. 31-year-old Dwayne Townsend is charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct on several occasions dating back to November of 2018.
Damn, and this video was uploaded back in March 15, 2024. Damn.
And you see, that's what the problem is. Now, it's a beautiful day. I want to come outside with my shirt off, and I was just jogging, trying to get my body back in shape. And all of a sudden, I get hit stick like I'm on Madden, just boom, out of nowhere by a cop. And, it scared the hell out of me. I was so scared, y'all, I didn't on
That's a
myself.
skit.
And I'm talking about I was wet. I was wetter than
He
a
was
whale
wet.
in a bubble bath drinking a bottle of water. Okay? And to myself, I said, indecent exposure? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. What the hell?
What you want me to do? I'm a man. You want me to put on a bra? Man, that strap will snap like a bungee cord. Just go. And, I just came out of court, and they just gave me 2 court dates. 1 for each titty.
Yo, he said one for each titty. Like, wait a minute. They gave him a citation for what? Because his nipples were showing? Get out of here, yo, I'm dead. He said he ain't have a bra. He a man. Yo, I'm dead. I can't. Yo.
It's had a fantastic response.
All right, guys, polydimethylsiloxane is the name of the ingredient. It is used predominantly.
Shit, no wonder motherfuckers is hooked on Chick-fil-A like that got crack or something, man. We know Popeyes got crack sandwiches, but damn, Chick-fil-A? I mean, obviously is a big franchise.
In breast implants. Chick-fil-A uses it to fry all of their foods in. All of their foods. Feel free to research it yourself. Follow me for more tips. Check out my free ebooks up in the link in my bio.
So they use, Chick-fil-A is busted for using breast implant materials in their food. Yeah, check out the pink goo McDonald's makes in their nuggets. All fast food places. Home cooked food, please. This is why I don't eat out. Man, I say the same shit. Watching this video while eating my number 2 deluxe. We only live once. Enjoy life. Now, while all them chemicals is in my body, this is why I never eat fast food. Shit, I say the same shit. I agree with y'all.
So my mother was showing me that she opened the banana, that she thinks that these are not real bananas.
We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very
What the
tough
hell?
and doesn't really break. And if when it pulls, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
not a real
glue.
banana. That's fake.
It's very tight and doughy. I've never
Mm-mm.
ever seen a banana like that. I don't know if it's just our banana or if it's this brand
From Costco.
from Costco. But at
Oh,
the end
yo,
of the day,
Costco. Yo, a lot of people saying that they going to Costco and a lot of their food is it's like if to them it's not real. And I wouldn't put it past it because y'all forgot that while people was thinking that, these people died, well, I don't know if they really died, like if they making us think that, but when the whole submarine went down and all that, the Titanic at the beginning of the year, right? That they was exposing how they passed that little bill about the fake foods and stuff like that. So because of the economy, because the farms. Listen, man, y'all gotta do y'all research. I did a live on this, man. Like y'all really need to realize that in our markets, if you don't pay attention to what you're buying, you're going to end up buying a mixture of real food and fake food. It's out there already. Some of this food ain't nothing but ink and air.
it looks very, very fake and Play-Doh-y. Does anyone else know what happened? So my mother was
What we have learned is that the IRS, in fact, has been using AI to access bank accounts of American citizens without any kind of a search warrant or even without any specific claim that they have committed a crime. So this was something that was discovered by an undercover journalist. And what they found is that the IRS has claimed that they have access to every single.
So we know that undercover journalist, we're not going to hear from him after a while. When people expose so much stuff, oof. But if he's undercover and you saying that it was by an undercover journalist, don't you think people gonna start looking to see what journalist? You know what? The way they put the news out.
Single person's bank account. This person also indicated that they've been working with the Department of Justice and that they have absolutely no problem whatsoever going after the little guy to make sure that they are paying their taxes. This is such a blatant violation of the Fourth Amendment that Jim Jordan and I sent a letter to the IRS demanding that they provide additional information about what they are doing with AI and what they are doing to protect the civil rights of American citizens.
So, Congresswoman, what's the end game here? Because at the end of the day, you can't put the AI genie back in the bottle, and it's so easy to use these technologies in the way that you're suspecting the IRS is. How do you protect American citizens and our
You
constitutional
just
rights?
said you can't put the AI back in the bottle. What? Hold up. Anybody else caught to that? Your tax money is going everywhere except America. Yeah, that's true. Thanks to Biden.
Well, one of the things is we need a new administration in November because this administration has been absolutely lawless in terms of its surveillance of us, of members of Congress, of local officials, of people who are protesters, of voters. This administration has completely ignored the Bill of Rights, whether it's the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. They have weaponized the government against us. So one of the things we have to do is we have to have a new administration come this November. What we have learned.
Shit.
Para todo el que dice que la noticia que yo subí el día de ayer era falsa.
Yo, they put this video was uploaded March 14, 2024, and they're saying that the purge has started. So apparently in other cities, in other places, they got the news that the purge has already started. And you know what's crazy? That right there, I wouldn't put it past it because they was talking about this in 2023. And it's already happening. All them escape convicts and all that stuff that's happening, they said it. They was putting it to test. It's happening. They started off with Chicago and all them other places, all the way down until it gets to us. And I'm in Philly. Like, shit. Y'all need to go out there and really start doing y'all research. These celebrities ain't that important. It's a distraction right now.
Que yo subí el día de ayer era falsa.
Will see a major change in the way police respond. They will no longer respond to calls that aren't considered in progress emergency. That means calls like.
Te voy a explicar por qué comparé esta película de Pulse o La Pulga, como tú la quieras llamar, con la nueva.
All right, basically, she's trying to bring awareness, right? And she's trying to tell people that, right? She's comparing that news report to the purge, and she's not wrong. As you could hear the guy say that they're not going to pay, attention to, a lot of police reports and stuff like that unless they're major. And it's happening in cities all over the world. Like, yo, shout out to the new mayor here in Philly. Hopefully she keeps up with what she's doing because so far as I can see, she, that she's getting the police from being, she's getting them from their asses. They're not being lazy no more. No more Homer Simpsons. You don't see them stop and sitting down at the donut shops no more, at the little beer locations in downtown. No, they're actually dealing with the traffic. They doing what they gotta do.
If you've been
shout out to
noticing, it's raining a lot more recently and it smells kind of weird, especially if you're from California. Cloud seeding is the reason why. They infuse silver iodide mixed with acetone particles into the clouds during a storm. I mean, this can't be good. Watch this.
Cloud seeding is something that I studied in school for meteorology, weather modification.
I talked about this a while back and people thought I was tripping. And it's because of the way I was talking about it. Because I didn't know it was called cloud seeding back then. I swear to God, I didn't know. I was saying that they were spraying some stuff in the clouds and this and that. And this is what it is. This is what it had. People thought I was crazy. No, it's called cloud seeding. And within the past couple months, I've been talking about it. And I got my info right this time. Shit. Because 2 years ago, shit, I was saying everything wrong.
Back when I went to school, it was like I've poo-pooed a little bit. It was too expensive. It's not efficient enough. Well, guess what? When you get desperate and then technology gets better, 20 years later, here we are. Cloud seeding is ramping up so big. You see me there showing that flare on the plane. They send silver iodide into the clouds and then it makes it snow more. So they can't make the cloud, right? But they're taking storms that are already there and then giving it a little boost. So that part's not new. What's new is they have hundreds of these round cloud seeders. So they're actually puffing the silver iodide with a flare. And you see, I think I have a picture of the actual ground cloud seeder into the air. That thing sits all over the Rocky Mountains, all over the American West. 10 states are doing this. And I wanted to tell the story because my friend Russ is the state climatologist of Colorado. And he said, you got to see what's happening with cloud seeding.
If you've been noticing, it's raining a lot more recently.
Amidst various reports of King Charles's unaliving.
Oh my God, is King Charles dead?
The king passed away unexpectedly yesterday afternoon.
Buckingham Palace puts out a rather bizarre picture of the king.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, this
must have happened before March 19th because this video was uploaded March 19th.
Comes on the heels of an equally bizarre public appearance by Kate Middleton.
We know when we see a stunt double.
Folks, there's no question we are witnessing the destruction of the old guard right before our very eyes.
Let me talk to you.
And with Trump set to usher in the new era of Camelot upon returning to office, it's no secret why the powers that be are trying to assassinate Trump both in the media.
Headlines calling it a, quote, bloodbath.
Bloodbath. And physically.
Donald Trump loves this country, and boy, are they trying to assassinate this man.
But if you've read the book called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey.
Yo, I've been talking about this. There you go. The bull just said the whole name. I've been talking about this for years, yo. And I think I did a whole live. I got to upload it. I got to re-upload it about the book and everything. Yo, y'all have got to read this book. This shit is crazy. This book was, I think, done in the early 1900s, if I'm not mistaken. Like, yo, how in the world did they predict the future? Like, Donald Trump wasn't even thought of. Like, he wasn't at all. Neither was Barron.
Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey.
You guys are afraid of the wrong Trump. Hey, if you know, you know. Amidst various reports of King Charles's unaliving.
Oh my God.
Okay, what the?
My bad. I mean, Leo, I keep saying it. Like, I hear everybody talk about Trump, this and that. I've been doing my research about him, his grandfathers, like where he's come from, and much more. Like, I'm reading the book. I got the electronic copy of this, John. Like, whew, y'all have really got to sit here and come and get do y'all research. That's the best thing I can say. Do y'all research. The shit y'all will find is crazy.
What the fuck kind of shady bullshit is this? Okay, what the fuck kind of shady bullshit is this? I filed my taxes the end of January. They got approved, accepted, whatever. The funds were supposed to be in my account today. So I log in to track where my money is, and this is what I get. Your refund has been applied to past due
Oh,
IRS
lady, this
tax
video from
obligations.
from
No.
February.
I file TurboTax every single year, so Trevor and I pull up my history. State and federal filed, accepted. Those were my returns. How in the fuck? After everything was accepted, got my
Shit, when I filed my taxes, I got my taxes. So I don't know. Did people have problems filing their taxes this year? I mean, I'm just asking.
refund, whatever. A whole ass year or two goes by, and then they're like, "Oh, you owe $300 from 2021." Bitch, where? Where? Because I owed a shit ton in 2022,
She
which
said,
why I
"Bitch,
don't
where?"
know. Nothing fucking changed. They've never sent me anything. So who do I call? How can they just take your money? And I'm sure this is going to be like a whole fucking process, and I'm going to have to hire like a CPA and just like spend more money just to get $300 back. That, to my knowledge, should not have been taken because I didn't owe that money.
Oh,
Make it
wow.
make sense. Okay, what the fuck kind of shady bullshit is this? I filed my taxes the end of January. They got approved, accepted, whatever. The funds were supposed to
Shit, TurboTax just robbed you. I ain't even know. Shit, sue them. Get your money back.
Hey y'all, so I'm in Sam's. Hey y'all, so I'm in Sam's, and I just found something out, and I'm trying to figure it out. So how is it that the Biden administration has made it possible for Ukrainian refugees to get SSI checks? They're not paying into the system. They're not from this country. They didn't help build this country. So riddle me this: how are they getting SSI checks? You know, the monies that are taken out of every paycheck.
Because it seems like that, everybody can get SSI, but the people that are actually in this country and the people that are actually in this country are too scared to stand up and actually boycott. I mean, I get why a lot of people are scared, but something's got to get done. They're not scared when they leave us without jobs for months and months, talking about, governmental shutdowns and stuff like that. But you know what? That's my opinion. I don't want to offend nobody.
That we get every time we get a paycheck, that chunk of money that they take. How are Ukrainian refugees getting SSI checks? Make me understand that. Please make me understand that. Because they're trying to work us until we die so that we don't get the SSI check. So
Right?
how is that happening? Somebody please make me understand, because the math is not mathing.
And it's not going to math.
Hey, y'all.
I wonder why Israel's biggest problem is the young generation of the Black community.
The major problem of Israel is with the younger generation of the Black community.
We're all the way over here. We don't have no land. We don't have no communities. We don't have any bombs. We don't have any nuclear weapons. We don't have any missiles. We don't have any military. Wouldn't the biggest threat be the people you're actually in war with?
Their biggest problem wasn't Hamas or Hezbollah or Syria or even Iran.
Could it be that the conspiracies about identity theft are true? But what I think is the biggest threat is that the truth is being revealed, and the world knows that.
So who are the real people? They are the African Americans, the Caribbeans, the West Africans. They're one nation of people. A lot of people will say, oh no, it can't be these black people. The Israelites of the Bible weren't black. Well, let's just have a look at it, shall we? The Israelites stem from one of the sons of Noah called Shem. One of Shem's sons was called Elam. And we have depictions of what the Elamites looked like. They are black people. The line that ultimately led to King David was Arphaxad. That line were black people. Just looking at the depiction of these Israelites, but again, that depiction looks like a modern Negro.
We need to wake up, people.
The Israelites of the Old Testament are not these Jewish people. They're imposters.
You know what's crazy? When you look at the Jewish people now, don't they look like the pilgrims from the history books? I mean, I'm just saying, like, if y'all make it this far into this live, right? Those of y'all that catch the replay, let us shorty know. Those of y'all that are watching, like, yo, if y'all can, let us shorty know in the comments below. In the chat box, my bad.
They're pretending to be the people of the Most High.
I wonder why Israel.
Does that make you wonder?
Newsflash: getting one of these is not a handout from the government because you have to pay every dime back. This is the first time I went out and got one, so I know for a fact how this works now. I haven't been to work in over a year due to health issues. Tomorrow will be my first day back at work in 11 months. I went to apply for this just to find out it's not a handout. It's not for free. You have to pay every dime back. And if you get food, you pay every food dollar back with every cash dollar, dollar for dollar. Ain't no handouts, ain't no free government assistance, ain't no free government money. So please stop accusing my people of waiting on a handout because there is no handout. The government does not operate freely anymore, giving away welfare freely anymore. It is now considered a loan.
I mean, you do know that it is your baby dad that pays it back through child support. But hey, I don't want to offend nobody. Let us show you know what y'all think.
Why don't we see any land when we're looking down at the ocean from the space station?
Well, because you're over top of ocean.
Okay, well, don't you think they could be fooling us with this picture?
Okay, I give you this.
Wait, watch the picture. Watch the picture.
I know
Watch
that they've
the picture.
airbrushed some
It's
stuff.
not
out.
airbrushed. This is us in our front yard and a solar panel, and we tricked you, showing you how easy. We have zero budget. They have $65 million a day, and I tricked you. What about this? NASA says, these are new planets. Okay. Would you believe? Why would you believe that?
Why wouldn't you?
Because
NASA's here to deceive the people. NASA, look up the definition of NASA. It's an illusion.
Because they're frying pans. They're the bottom of frying pans. Again, zero budget. Zero budget. Here are 4 moons. And before the hand picks up the moon, tell me, is it sphere or not a sphere? Is that a sphere? Quick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it looks like a sphere, but it's actually a half a cup. How about this one? Is this one a sphere?
You're showing us half a sphere then on all of them.
It looks like a sphere, but it's not either. It's flat. What I'm saying is, first, even if they were all spheres, it doesn't dictate the shape of the Earth. I've been lying to you this entire time. I'm on the space station. Okay? Prove me wrong. I'm on the space station.
And I'm in Hollywood right now too.
Yeah,
so
but that's a painting. That's not even a real picture.
You're floating, Dave.
Look here. The Earth is a globe. Here's the proof. I got this cartoon over here. Right? The Earth is a globe. Why don't we see any land when we're looking down at the ocean?
Yo, we've been told through our elders or old heads, those, that those out there that are wise, that the world is nothing more than just a stage, an illusion, a simulation. And now I understand what they mean when they bring up the word simulation. Believe half of what you see and half of what you hear.
I mean, McDonald's used to be $1. Why is they charging 10 cents for a bag? The store don't even charge 10 cents. What is the word?
Everywhere you go, they're going to charge. They passed this little bill, this little law where you got to pay for the bags. Like, this shit is crazy. They said they was going to end the plastic bags and stuff like that. So now everywhere you go, every store you go to, some don't do it. They don't care about that little law. But a lot of the stores are abiding by it, and they are charging you 10 cents, 20 cents for the bag. Yep.
coming to today? What is the world coming to today? Because this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Would I like a bag? Of course I need a fucking bag. But I gotta buy for a bag?
Yo, I'm dead.
What the fuck? I'm gonna put the food in my hands. I'm gonna put the fucking food in my hands.
No bag shit. Fuck it.
Y'all remember me?
You shouldn't be trying to steal my house. Yes, you are.
So Adele, you're getting arrested right now?
Being arrested.
For what?
For being in my own home.
Adele Andaloro says the intruders moved in about.
Yo, this was back in March when they were arresting the homeowners for the squatters. I think, yo, to me, in my opinion, this is messed up, but y'all can fight this in court. There is a way to fight this in court. And there are things that y'all can do to sit here and prevent these type of situations. Like if you're going to leave on vacation for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, you're going to have to abandon your house. Make sure you have, your little signs up. Like this is a private property. You got some dogs guarding your house, but beware of dog, because all that you could use it in court if something was to happen like this. Yo, I'm dead serious.
Unfortunately, there is a huge difference in views of Mexican people towards a Mexican like myself that looks like me and this Mexican of original ancestry.
So a lot of people don't know is that Mexico is border with Guatemala. Yes. Okay? We don't let them in. So the same thing that America does to Mexico, we do to Guatemala. Okay? It just the news is CNN, Fox, CNN, MSNBC.
It's a war between people of your own kind, regardless of anything. Somebody said, "Shut up, frijolero. Now you feel superior. Not everyone was short. Even old Europeans were short. We just getting taller. You look Native American, though. Not all those comments proving how racist Mexicans are. Bro, look more Mexican than me. You look very indigenous, so I'm not sure why you're saying people like you." I get it, though. I understand what he means.
New York Post, they're never going to show you that. And just so you know, Mexico is extremely racist. So we have what are the Guatemalans, even to its own Mexicans. So you got to remember, Mexico was dominated by Spaniards. The only reason I look the way I look is because I'm 65% Spaniard. Yeah. Mexicans, like real Mexicans, which is known as Mexica, not Mexico, Mexica, are 5'4", super dark with big noses and the heads pushed back. Aztecs and Mayans, like Indians. Like Indians. Yes. Well, we're natives, right? So we're blended. So the reality is in Mexico, till this day, if you are not light complected, somewhat tall, you're frowned upon to this day. And by the way, they're very.
Not gonna sugarcoat this at all. Many people love to speak about stolen land, whatever, but really, Mexicans are some of the most racist people out there because they see this type of guy and they see me in the same store in Mexico. They will talk to me before they talk to him because they consider him a little bit different than us, but they are the real Mexicans. This is the real.
What's crazy is the boy that was doing the interview does look like he's got a lot of Spaniard in him. You can see the mix in him. But him right here, you do look like your ancestor, dude. Like, what you mean? I'm sorry to say it, but I'm a little lost. Because you do look like your ancestor.
Skin color that they used to have. They're not even Mexican. They're Mexica. There's a difference. I'm Mexican because I'm mixed with Spanish blood, and I love that I'm mixed with Spanish blood because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. I would be some other person. I wouldn't even be so. Unfortunately, there is a huge difference.
Yo, dead. Even in his own culture, he's kind of confused. It's all right. He'll get it. He still got some growing to do.
Y'all, I remember when I seen the finest man I ever seen in my whole life, y'all. He was in a wheelchair. He smelled good, was dressed nice. Baby, he gonna look over there at me and say, "Girl, if you only knew." No, sir. If you only knew the way I would throw them limp legs across my shoulders like two wet pool noodles and go to work.
Yo!
You better roll up out my face, sir. It'll take a forklift to pick them back wheels up out the ground after I done rolled you in that chair into the ground. Please. Get up on my face, baby. He talking about some, don't let this wheelchair fool you, baby. I'm not. Even in that wheelchair, I could tell that you toxic and you a cheater. Okay? Sir, I could tell you'll have me out here asking random hoes. You looking at my man? and then forcing you to run over their toes with your wheelchair just to prove to me you not trying to holler at them. Baby, I ain't got that type of time on my hands, sir.
Yo, I'm dead. I see why the radio says not run over them hoes toes. Yo, like yo, she say you gonna make me look at these hoes and make you run them toes. Like yo, I can't wear. People be saying the craziest shit on social media. Like what the. I'm dead. Wait, no, why you
Y'all,
leave? Hold
I
up,
remember
wait.
when I seen the finest man I ever seen in my whole life, y'all. He was in a wheelchair. He smelled good, was dressed nice. Baby, he gonna look over there at me and say, girl, if you only knew. No, sir. If you only knew the way I would throw them limp legs across my shoulders like 2 wet pool noodles and go to work.
Yo.
You better roll up out my face, sir. It'll take a forklift to pick them back wheels up out the ground after I done rolled you in that chair into the ground. Please, get up out my face, baby. He talking about some, don't let this wheelchair fool you, baby. I'm not. Even in that wheelchair, I could tell that you toxic and you a cheater. Okay? Sir, I could tell you
She
have
trying
me
to
out
tap
here
that. Ain't
asking
that
random
crazy?
hoes. You looking at my man? And then forcing you to run over their toes with your wheelchair just to prove to me you not trying to holler at them. Baby, I ain't got that type of time on my hands, sir. Sir, I would literally ride the dust off of you and that damn wheelchair. That wheelchair, both of your wheels will be on flats after I'm done with you. Y'all, then they pulled a man nice
Yo,
luxury.
what the fuck he had on his wheelchair? Bike tires or some shit? Like he had wheels from a car on the tires from the car on the damn wheelchair or some shit like that. She said so both your wheels are flat. Like what in the world did this man have for wheels in his wheelchair? And what the heck was she gonna do? Like, damn, she said she gonna ride the dust off of him in his wheelchair. So both wheels are flat. I can't with people. Like even the handicap shit. This lady don't discriminate. She said, I don't care if your legs limp or not. I'm gonna make sure they go across my head. Now she went and flipped the scripts. Like I'm dead.
Car to the front of the spot, and he like, yeah, that's me, sir. I see all the equipment you done built inside this car so you could be able to drive it, baby. I know that's you. I know you got your stuff together. Calm down, Bookie, but you still not about to make me crazy. Y'all, I don't care nothing about the wheelchair, baby. That man, if he was my man, the way I would have dropped this supersonic backwards cowgirl cat on that chair. Oh! Y'all.
Yeah, she don't discriminate. Even a man in a wheelchair can get his shit. Like, hey, I guess like he could be handicapped down there, but that don't mean he don't got no, he don't got no tongue game shit. It's not about that. Listen, it's not about his spit game. It's not about his dick game. It's all about that tongue game I see. Okay, shorty. Okay, let me find out. Yo, this shit is crazy.
Oh, you gotta watch this.
So you mean to tell me I just pulled a 13-hour shift and I ain't got no food to come on to? Huh?
Why you didn't get something on your way home? Why you always recording for your raggedy cousin?
Look, I just pulled a 13-hour shift. You being my wife, I pay all the bills in here.
All the dishes clean, your clothes clean. Why? What?
You don't fix me no lunch for my job.
That's fucked up.
Yo,
eat? I ain't gonna sit here and lie. What she's doing is messed up. Like this man has been working 13 hours and he comes home to no dinner and she's sitting there eating pizza in front of him while he's there trying to figure out like, yo, is dinner done, babe? And he puts everything into the crib. Yo, I can't be a man. Yo, I'm telling you, I know there's a lot of deadbeat men out there. There's a lot of, how can I say it? Bummy men out there, like a lot of scrubs out there and shit like that. But damn, shorty, A man that pays the bills, pays the mortgage or the rent or the taxes of the house, whichever way it goes, puts food in the house and everything, gives you what you need, and you treat him like this, yo, I wouldn't be with you. God knows why though. He made me a woman.
You work from home.
Okay,
I can't come home to a full course
this
meal.
is leftover that I had from last night.
But I'm saying I can't come home to a full course meal. What we married for? What we married for?
I'm not your mama. I'm your wife.
Ooh.
Did he ask her to be his mama? In his
Yo, she said, I'm not your mama. If that's how you see it, like, don't get in a relationship, because once you're in a relationship with a man, like I said, it's 100. Like, y'all should both be able to do it. I think he should, but it looks like she don't do really nothing. So I guess this is why he's pulling out the camera. I'm not sure. Let's watch. Like, this is crazy.
mama ain't
And I think I reacted to this before.
taking care of your person. Come on.
Your dishes clean, your clothes clean, your clothes. You
I think I
always got
did.
clean
She was
clothes when
taking
you
it
go to
off,
work,
but I
don't you?
probably forgot.
Can you stop recording me?
I can't come home to a full course meal. Working all these long hours, I can't come home to a full course meal. Huh? I just knew I was gonna come home and have some food on the stove.
Whoa.
And now you playing, man.
She disrespectful.
You playing.
On your way home.
Well, you playing. What the hell we get married for?
That's a
You been
fact.
doing it for like 2 or 3 months, man. What is it?
Wow.
I can't get no food when I come to the house.
Did she just say you could have got something on the way home? After working 13 hours, who want to do anything but come straight home?
You don't even tell me to have a good day when I leave out the house.
Did you have a good day today?
Man, yo, like when y'all see these flags, when y'all see these red flags, man, like, do y'all think that y'all in Six Flags? Like, why do y'all deal with the stuff that these women do? Like, I say the same thing to the women. But right now, the video is of a man that is dealing with a woman that is slacking, that is lacking. Like, why not just leave them? There's somebody out there that is for you. I don't know why a lot of men do this. I don't know why a lot of women do this to themselves. Like, it's like I feel as though like a lot of them don't understand probably they worth. But maybe that's me.
That man. I'm tired of this shit, man. You over here eating pizza and shit. You ain't called me all goddamn day since I've been at work.
Damn. She don't love you, nigga. She using you. You don't
Can't
see that?
come home to I make sure the kids good. They got school clothes, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You good, right? I pay the car notes, right? But why the man in the house can't eat? Why I can't come on? I bet they ate today.
They did eat today. They eat every day. They sure do. They eat every day. They're supposed to eat every
Because
day.
of who? Why your bank account got money in it? Why your bank account got money in it?
What you mean? Why my bank account got money in it? Why
Because you able to keep your money from your job. You don't pay no bill. I pay the car notes.
See that it should be 100. That's where you went wrong, sir. Like, y'all should both put into the relationship. Like, yo, like if you're paying the bills and she's also working, right? Why can't she bring the food to the table? Like, why can't this be 100, not 50-50? And she's barely putting in for what it seems like. She keeps her check and he puts everything. Yo, females ain't shit. And not all females, but yo, a lot of females ain't shit.
House notes. Every sport they in, I pay for it. Family trips, I'm paying for it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
See, that's all she got to say. This woman don't care. She don't care.
She don't.
He's asking for small things. He's asking for small gestures, and she could care less.
Man, you know what?
Provide and protect. Provide and protect. That's what you're supposed to do.
Why I can't get no food in the house then? Huh? I gotta cook my own food. You finna make me cook my own food?
You could have got something on your way home.
You
Yeah,
right.
I'm at home all the time.
You right.
Yeah, I work from home, but I wash the dishes, I clean the clothes, your children clothes, they taken care of. I don't understand why you complaining.
You know what? Keep that mother attitude.
She about to be left.
Oh, she
Maybe. Because some men like this shit. So, let me not take up for him. Hold up. Some men do like this shit, so I can't even take up for him.
Make sure she and the kids are good. All he asks is for a meal. All he asks is to be appreciated. How hard is that? Why wouldn't she want to tell that man have a good day? Now, if somebody else start telling him, I hope you have a good day, then she gonna have a problem. Am I right? And
She's
yes,
speaking facts.
he's supposed to provide and protect. And she's supposed to make sure he is well taken care of at home. He shouldn't have to ask for a hot meal. Yeah, I understand some days you are tired and you may call him up and be like, hey babe, I've been busy all day. I've been taking care of this, taking care of that. Can you please stop on the way home and get you something to eat? Or she could buy a crock pot and had a meal already started in the morning time, and by the time he gets home,
So many things you could do.
ready.
Facts.
He's letting me know
some females just
she
ain't
could care
shit.
less. She's selfish. He comes home to nothing, and she's sitting there eating some leftover pizza. Was there not enough leftover pizza that you could have warmed him up a piece? She could have did something. She could care less. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. This woman is about to lose her man, and I
Yes, she
guarantee you she's
is.
gonna regret it. Go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe. And if you ain't following already, go ahead and follow. Let's get this.
Some women just like being single. That's it.
Oh, you gotta watch this.
The one thing my mother taught me, when you have disagreements in your marriage, do not discuss it with your sisters or your best friends. Because what happens is when you make up, they're still out there looking at your spouse out of the side of their face or the side of their eyes. And you guys have made up and moved on. So that's why when you have problems, keep them in your.
Yo, my mom ain't tell me this, but a lot of my old heads did. And this isn't only for marriages. This is out here for these couples that are young, that are old. Doesn't matter what age you are. Like this advice right here is good for all of it. Like, and this is the stuff that we need to be talking to our kids and telling them about.
House. Everybody doesn't need to know your business. The one thing my mother taught
Facts,
me, when
facts,
you have
facts.
disagreements.
Mom, why are you drinking?
To spare your life and your siblings' life and my motherfucking husband. Because y'all motherfuckers think I'm goddamn superwoman.
Hey,
right?
yeah.
You motherfuckers want me here, there, everywhere. Have a meal on the table. Run here, run there, run everywhere. You expect me to make miracles out of goddamn 5 loaves and 2 fish and shit. Like I'm fucking
I'm
Jesus.
dead.
We moms ain't Jesus. We're fucking human beings. And we need our time, and we don't possess special powers. Like when y'all motherfucking kids get in trouble, you expect us to have the answer. Bitch, I ain't got no damn answer.
Oh
I don't know the
shit.
judge.
Yo.
Sometimes you fight the law and the law gonna win. So goddamn, I'm drinking because y'all motherfuckers make a bitch do this shit. And when I be at the bar, the mothers be drinking too. Like the shit y'all put us through, that you demand of us, is on some fuck shit on a daily basis. Goddamn, cook and clean and do every goddamn thing. Be here, cook dinner, work here, have a job, do this, do that, be a grandma and tutor. What the fuck? Y'all gonna cause mamas to have a fucking heart attack. Shit.
Shit. That's yo, this is one true definition of mothers going insane in this era, yo. And it's because a lot of us is, forgetting what a lot of our grandparents, a lot of our elders taught us. Like, yo, we is spoiling these kids. And then let's not forget these new laws and this HIPAA shit that's going on. It is not helping the parents. And then the parents are already scared to top it off. Like, shit is crazy.
I'm fucking Jesus. We
But
moms
she
ain't
pretty much
Jesus.
covered it all.
Is slavery the only reason brown skin exists in Mexico? Well, the story has been told that the only reason brown skin like mine has ever been in Mexico is because of slavery and them being welcomed by Mexico, right? That's the story. But when you actually look at the story is that Vicente Guerrero, Mexico's second president, which happened to be a dark skinned, indigenous, brown Mexican, welcomed slaves. So
Uh-oh.
you're telling me it wasn't these white looking Mexicans? No, it was Mexicans who looked like me who
Yep.
welcomed slaves.
There's a whole city in Mexico where they call it, where they say that it's only but dark brown skin people in there. And you would think they're African American, but they're Mexicans. That's why I keep telling people, yo, educate yourself, do your own research. And yo, shout out to this queen for educating those out here. Because a lot of people don't know this. And this is why I love sharing these videos. I love reacting to them. Because a lot of people on here are doing their own research and is educating themselves the same way that I am.
But everybody wants to take credit for something that they didn't do. Like they were so kumbaya with my people or with indigenous people when their ancestors were not. So do you see how all of the stories contradict themselves? Like it's been one big fat lie. Like all of it. Like y'all said that we weren't there. But people who look like me were there. And y'all still treat them like shit because they're still there.
Mm.
Y'all have labeled them African and some more shit. Well, you know that's not true. And I can't wait for the masses to wake up and get this knowledge. Because Mexico is gonna have some explaining to do. Is slavery
Kids at an elementary school in Utah had their lunches taken away from them and thrown in the trash after administrators at the
And for those people, yes, they do that. That is why I do not want to go back to work with Aramark because it is part of their contract. If you work for a school and there's Aramark that's, with them in the contract to bring the food and stuff like that, they will do this type of shit. And this went against everything in me. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. Like, yo, you don't understand.
school found out that their parents still owed money for the lunches.
So, you mean to tell me that we can house immigrants into 4 and 5-star luxurious hotels
Yep. That's what they're
on
telling you.
taxpayers' money? We can give immigrants $3,500 a month off of taxpayers' money. There's an issue going on in New York. I talked to a friend of mine who actually lives in New York, and she was telling me that they're starting a process. I'm not sure if it has actually already started. That if you are caught feeding the homeless, you can get a ticket.
Yes, it has started in a lot of places. If you're caught being homeless, you get arrested. The irony in this shit, right? Woo.
For feeding the homeless or either giving them stuff like to actually benefit them. But Utah is throwing away foods for kids just because their family have an outstanding bill or balance. And you are taking these kids' food and throwing it in the trash.
Yup, they will do that. They do it here in Philadelphia.
What is the purpose of calling this country United States of America? What are we united against? What does it the term united means? Because if you ask me, some of the stuff that goes on in this country it's kind of like third worldish to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like ridiculous. How is it that you can actually pull a child's food away from them, throw it in the trash, let them go through a moment of hunger, not only hunger, but emotional damage. And then not only that, shame to the point where
They don't
they're
care.
ridiculed or probably criticized, made fun of by in front of their peers because hey, such and such, their parents don't have enough money to pay for their food and stuff like that. You can do all of this stuff, but then you promote the stuff that really makes no sense at all.
Right?
Like the whole gender thing or whatever. That makes no sense at all. But then you have the nerve, you have the audacity to snatch these kids' food from them and throw it in their trash and throw it into the trash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe it.
Traumatizing them to the point where they're emotionally damaged, they're broken.
I want people to understand. I spoke on this before. I asked questions, almost got my ass fired. Yo, it's a contract that they have. And what's crazy is, right, they'll give you the smallest portion. Listen, man, you'll pay, well, the prices went up in all stores. But either way, right, if the prices went up in all stores, imagine the prices in the school lunches. What you'll pay for in a corner store, for example, a hoagie could cost you $3.50, right? Well, in the school lunch, a hoagie, half of that hoagie that you're paying $3.50 for, half of that hoagie they'll charge you $6 for in a school cafeteria. It's like it's not worth it. A cheesesteak, you'll get this big ass cheesesteak for $5 something, almost $6 in the corner store, right? Or in a Chinese store, probably cheaper in the Chinese store, but in a school cafeteria you got to pay $7-8 for it almost. So imagine if the steaks went up in the corner stores and in the Chinese stores and stuff like that, how much they went up for Aramark for these schools, especially the private schools. It's crazy. It's messed up.
What does this country come to? This is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. And it's really driving me crazy to the point where this country would do more for people who.
This is America, land of the free, where you gotta pay for water, even the air you breathe. Y'all screaming Black Lives Matter, turn around and watch our kids die and cry and ask why. They gotta fly high. Now we gotta be strong enough to storm the weather. Y'all weak, y'all fold under pressure. Now y'all went and lost your treasure. Oh my, look at the oppressor, dressed as a professor, calls himself a hitman, missed his target and got banned. Now he's tomorrow's trend, all for a brand. Don't act surprised. Y'all can stand. Y'all knew the plan. Y'all know that friend with that itchy hand, ready to see you go missing? Damn, what a scam. The whole time they was listening. They was just a part of the plan. Got us on a mission, on go mode and ready to rant. And that's a fact. Like, they got us on go mode and ready to rant.
Haven't done anything for this country. And I mean, I understand. I mean, you can be a forgiving person. And I'm not talking on a spiritual level because, I mean, yes, you can welcome people and everything on a spiritual level. But to me, it's like a big old slap in the face when you have people who have worked hard. They've been abused emotionally, physically, going through a whole bunch of stuff, only to get slapped in the face.
Blessings, realist. How you doing?
And criticized to the point where you can't even reap the benefits of the things that you work for. And the whole retirement thing, that's a whole nother subject. You pushing it further back for certain people, knowing that certain people, I mean, the average age for a person to actually continue to work right now, it's half of these people is not going to live that long. But then you raising the minimum wage, I mean not the minimum wage, the retirement age of so far back, the cost of living is ridiculous. You could be actually putting stuff in place to make sure this country is able to stand and flourish. United States of America, huh? Yeah, this is a joke.
Kids.
What's your take on the topic? Why don't the women want to cook and clean for the men anymore?
Because they're tired, bro. They have to go to work every day. That's not hard.
They're tired?
Yeah, they got to go to work every day, just like you.
What are they tired of?
Of working.
Oh my God.
It's not hard. I mean, that shouldn't even be like, I don't even understand the question. Like, they're tired. Aren't you tired when you get home from work?
They're working every day, so they're tired. That's why I don't want to cook or clean.
Yeah.
What?
You think I want to work 8 hours and then come home and then cook and clean? I mean, I do it because I have to. I have 5 children. But yeah, I mean,
do you have a woman?
Yo, the boy with the glasses, you could tell he's one of those guys that need a woman to support or maintain him. It's like, I feel as though like those women that want to stay at home and not work and let the woman make all the money and be lazy. I mean, the woman shouldn't let him do that. Like she should stand her ground. But those type of women are like looking for a mama's love. It's like I don't know. It's like I feel as though like they want a mom. They still need a mom. They don't need to be out here in relationships at all. But dumb is the woman that sits here and supports him. I mean, I don't know.
Right now?
What's that?
Do you have a woman right now?
I've been married since I've been married for over 20 years.
Okay. Does your wife work?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the roles in a marriage?
What are you talking about, roles? Everybody does what they have to do.
Well, okay, what do you do? What does she do?
For a living?
No, in the house for the marriage. What do you guys do? What are your roles?
Role? I don't understand the question. She does what needs to be done that day if she has time to do it, and if she doesn't, I do it. I do what needs to be done that day. If I don't have time to do it, she does it. But roles, I don't know what
how do you not know what roles are in a marriage? You're married for 20 years. You guys don't have any roles?
Exist.
Married, dude?
Because those don't exist. Like, I'm not white.
No,
what? Man, I don't.
What are you talking about? I'm not white. What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, because you're trying to live up to like some white supremacist ideal of the
what are you
nuclear
talking
family.
about?
I don't subscribe.
Nobody said nothing about no supremacy.
Teamwork makes the dream work, friend. We a team. Ain't no roles.
What do you mean there ain't no roles?
It's not that hard to understand. You said, why do women not want to cook and clean? They're tired.
Basically, he wants a woman that'll cook, clean, do everything for him and stay in the house. Basically, that's what he's trying to say. The role. The woman stays at home while he goes out, works, makes the money, comes home, dinner gotta be ready. That's it. He taking this shit old school and the ball's right. Like, I get it where I understand when he said white supremacy. Like, people want to act stupid sometimes. Yo, real shit.
They have to go to work.
Okay.
I answered that question.
Okay.
You said, what are your roles? I said, we're a team.
If there's something that needs to be built in the house, who builds it? You or your wife?
See?
Depends on what it is.
What do you mean depends on what it is?
Like if it's a toy for the kids, you know what I'm saying? My wife's better at putting stickers on, so she builds it. But if we're talking about
that's not building nothing, man.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Stickers on something, you've lost it.
It's still a task. But my wife's an interior designer, so she can build anything.
Yo, he kicked the ball off because he ain't like his answer. Yo, that's the problem with people here on social media. Y'all ask a question and y'all don't like the answer to that shit. Yo, people like the Shh, Rachel, you was taught to be nice. Shh. But yo, that's crazy. He ain't like the answer the bull gave him, and the bull wasn't saying nothing wrong. Like he's been married for 20 years. How long have you been married? Is the question, or is you still single? Yo, people like this make me crack the fuck up. I'm done. I'm dead.
See, this is the reason why I did not like the method of Kevin Samuel. Not saying I didn't like Kevin Samuel, not saying I hated him or whatever, but I knew how Kevin Samuels was doing things. It was going to spawn other minions to try to do what Kevin Samuel was doing, but they can't do it quite as good because at least Kevin had statistics, he had knowledge behind it, he had pinpoint things he was trying to get across.
Maybe
you just
that's
on here
true.
trying to talk. You can't even understand what the man right in front of you is saying to you. He's literally telling you, hey, we married 20 plus years, and you're trying to get him to have a mentality of a person that's trying to get into marriage. They've been married almost 30 years.
Shit, right?
And one thing he showed you how calm he get, because I would have cussed you out. Yeah, y'all what? I would talk bad to you. But he was patient with you. He's still trying to articulate himself. He was still trying to pinpoint. He showed patience and a level of understanding that needs when you in a marriage. You need to have that.
Facts.
You want to put some roles. He like that they don't exist. People understand something.
He a mama's boy.
When you got a person like this, because a person has a microphone in front of them and a camera in front of them, does not mean they are intelligent. Does not mean they have something good to
That's
say.
how I feel
They
a lot
just
of
on here saying anything, trying to become famous and make some money because they saw Kevin Samuels do something. And that's what you seen a lot of these guys doing. Because you didn't start seeing them until you saw Kevin Samuels. And they was like, oh, I can do that.
Right?
Listen, man, if y'all want a successful marriage, and I don't like talking about marriage, but people who in marriages for a long period of time, they telling you how they getting through. He's telling you. Sometimes she's too tired. He's understanding of what she's going through. He's not just gonna project onto her what a woman should do. She tired, fam. Let her rest. See, that's over their head. Find you somebody who understands you and they understand. You understand them and they understand you. Find that. When you find that, then y'all can really move and make a lot of things happen. But when you got somebody who's just trying to make y'all, oh, well, women's supposed to do this, men's supposed to do that. That don't work for me and her. That don't work for you and him. Y'all need to find out what works for you as an individual couple and then move accordingly. Stop trying to live how the world tell you y'all should live. That's what you should have took away from that.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem, Jeremy. People out here are followers. You don't really see no leaders. Where are you know what? Shout out to them real kings and queens out there, yo. For real, for real. Because we do still got a lot of those. But in reality, those women and those men out here that are listen, man, that are soft and always in their emotions, always in their feelings, and can't handle an opinion, can't take an opinion. Like those type of people, man. Come on, Ray, press play.
From that interview or whatever that was. Hey, fam, tripping. I would have cussed him out. Hold on, G. I would have said, hey, are you married? You married?
See? I said the same thing.
How you gonna tell me about marriage and you ain't even?
Thank you.
See, I don't talk about marriage. I talk about the people in marriage. I don't talk about marriage.
Yep.
I talk about understanding yourself within marriage. See, boy, I tell you the truth.
Some of these people need to grow
people don't
up.
need to listen to these folks. Fam, you 20 plus years in. I don't know what he got going on. Y'all be cool.
Ball tripping like, yo, I wouldn't take advice from people like this at all. And a lot of these people are just miserable or just following other people on here on social media, thinking, oh yeah, look, this person is getting these many views. So let me do the same thing and see how I could do. Like, no, man, y'all just fake-ish can be out in this joint. I'm trying to like Ray. People slow.
So my deadbeat cousin calls me and she says she needs help to pay for her mom's cremation because my auntie passed away and I like her, not her daughter. Anyways, and I'm like, well, when do you need her cremated? She goes, today, and I don't get paid till tomorrow, so I can't put my part in until tomorrow. So can you please pay for everything and I will pay you back tomorrow? And I'm like, okay. So I get to the cremation place because I want like the receipt and all that given to me. That way she pays me back, right? So I get her mom cremated, and she goes, "Thank you. I'll pick her up tomorrow from you." And I'm like, "Okay, just send me the money first, okay?" So, anyways, the next day comes, and I'm off, and I message her. I was like, "Hey, do you have my money?" And she goes, "I'm so sorry. I thought I was getting paid tomorrow, but it's not till the following week."
Oh
And
shit.
I'm like, "Oh, okay, so you can get your mom back the following week." And she goes, "Are you being fucking for real right now?" And I'm like,
This man put her mama on layaway. I think that was his auntie, if I'm not mistaken. Yo, I'm dead. He became a loan shark. Your mama's on layaway until I get my bread. Yo, real shit. I can't. Yo, too many mafia movies.
"You owe me money, and I'm not going to give you a service that I paid for that you're not going to pay me back. What the fuck?" And she's like, "Bitch, at this point, it's like your whole."
What's your take on the topic? Why?
Damn, I gotta go back to it. Yo, I was with the boy until I'm dead. I can't. Why do people get in their emotions like this? But see, this is why you can't do business. If you know these type of businesses, my bad. If you know that you ain't gonna have the money to pay somebody back for something, don't go borrowing that shit, man. Because yo, I can't. Let's hear this shit
right now. And I'm like, "You owe me money, and I'm not
Hold
going
on.
to give you sorry. I thought I was getting paid tomorrow, but it's not till the
There we
following
go.
week." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, so you can get your mom back the following week." And she goes, "Are you being fucking for real right now?" And I'm
Put her in
like,
my layaway. That's
"You
fucked
owe me
up.
money, and I'm not going to give you a service that I paid for that you're not going to pay me back. What the fuck?" And she's like, "Bitch, at this point, it's like you're holding my mom hostage." And I was like, "No, I'm not." I was like, "I'm treating her nice." We went to Walmart just now, and I took a picture
Oh
of
my
her mom like in the
god,
urn, and a seatbelt and
no.
everything. I was like, "Annie is chilling, you know?" Like, anyways, now she has my mom that is alive calling me, going, "You can't be doing this, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like,
Annie is chilling though. Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with bull? Like, all right, I get it. Holding holding the urn, right, until she paid you. All right, I get it. Mom's on layaway. But Annie is chilling, your aunt, like you took her to a trip or to Walmart. Like, then you told her Annie is chilling, like
none of y'all helped her out with money, and because I did it now, no, that's my property. My auntie is my property. If her daughter wanted it
what?
back, she could pay me back. It's almost been a week and a half, and I'm still waiting, bitch. I'm thinking about bringing her to court. Can I do that? Now, to be fair, my cousin did say, "Can she do like a payment plan where she can pay me like $200 a month?" And I'm like, "No." When she was being cremated, they didn't ask if I could do a payment plan. They didn't burn her little by little. And now
I can't. Yo, this is like, wait, what does it says? Do it with he really got auntie on layaway. Is he wrong for that? Is he wrong for that though? Like, yo, if anybody catches the like me, in my opinion, I mean, I was with him until he started like saying all this shit. Like, regardless of anything, like, yeah, boy, funny as shit. But what the fuck made him say this shit? Like, I know I'm not tripping. She said she had no plans to pay nobody she borrowed from. Good for you. I mean, listen, I would love to hear your honest opinions. Like, that's why I just said earlier, if you don't have no money, don't borrow. Cause yo, you don't want to end up in a situation like this. I didn't know that somebody could take it this far. I mean, I wouldn't pass it, but damn.
at this point, starting tomorrow, every day she doesn't take pays me back, she's losing a teaspoon of her mother. I'm gonna pour it down
What?
the well, not down the sink because she was a good Annie, but like like in the trash or in the toilet, somewhere more respectable.
Yo, bull said down the trash or down the toilet. Yo, no. See, he fucked up right there. He fucked up right there, yo. Some people will always have a place in my heart, but not in my life.
Hey, yo, Flory, turn me up.
Because when I tell you that it hurts,
y'all need to listen to this. This is a
envy in your eyes, yet you want trust. Can't tell if you're an enemy or a friend. I mean, back then when I was naive, now I'm older, some say wiser. I'm no fool. I'm only a friend when convenient. Took a while to understand that what was real would never leave. Only when you're in pain and alone, you know who you can really depend on. You say you were a friend, where were you when I needed a hand? Shit, you was following a trend. A friend ain't nothing but $1 in your pocket when the money gone, so are they? And they say a friend in need is a friend indeed. You watched as I drown, now I'm getting around while you in the dog pound. Shit. It's funny how karma has a tendency of bringing things back around. It's not funny when the one you look up to is the one wearing the crown. You nothing but a clown. What you need to do is bring that ass back around town. And like Deja says, smack a nigga with an open hand. Yo, facts. And like Deja says, smack a nigga with an open hand. Like, that was some disrespectful shit. Like, the joke was funny. The act was disrespectful. Like, for real, for real. Like, and then at the end, he took a little too far. Like, and on that note, like, listen, man, I had to take a quick little break. Because it's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with people? But let's watch this little. I'm gonna play 2 more videos, and I'm gonna end this live, y'all. It's already 5:56 in the morning. It's gonna be 6 o'clock in the morning here in Philadelphia, and I'm gonna take me probably a little nap because I doubt that anybody's live on a Saturday morning. So I'm gonna just sit here, put a show on, and lay down and take a little nap after these 2 little videos, and I'll end this live. For real, for real.
Y'all need to listen to this. This is some crazy shit.
I saw this really cute guy at the grocery store the other day, so naturally I followed him to the checkout counter, and when he gave the...
See, that's the dumbest thing a woman could ever do. Because the guy was cute, you followed him to the checkout counter? Shorty, you know that's how people get kidnapped? You looking to get your head slashed off? Like, what is wrong with some people?
At the grocery store the other day, so naturally I followed him to the checkout counter, and when he gave the cashier his credit card, I peeped it to see what his name was.
Okay, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. Did you get his number?
And then I Googled him and found his social media profiles, and I was able to tell that he was single. So I went through his friends list, and I found his mother's page.
Girl, don't tell me you contacted the damn mama.
Can I say that she sounds like a stalker already? Like, yo, people, y'all gotta be careful with those behind you. Like, yo, if you using the credit card at the market, guys, this is far than a gold digger. This woman is a gold digging stalker. Like, she sat here, looked his name up, searched him up on social media, found his whatever, I don't know if it was Facebook, Instagram, whatever the heck he had at the time, right? Looked up his friends, found his mama's like, is yo late? I can't. You gotta be careful with social media. Like, yo, this is a gold digging stalker.
And then I looked through his mother's page, and I saw that she was a member of this book club that's in my area. So I sent a request to join the book club.
Hold up, girl, you on some other type of shit here.
Yeah.
So listen to the rest of this shit she done.
So I went to the book club meeting, and I met his mom there, and we bonded over some books that we both liked, and she just thought I was so nice.
But how you bond with the dude's mom before you meet the dude? Like, yo, this is stalking at its finest. Like, what? I can't with people.
But only if she knew you was a peeping Tom.
And
right?
I brought it up randomly in conversation that I was single. And she let me know that she had a son that was single also that lived in the area. And maybe it would be cool for us to get together and chat sometime.
Girl, you sound like you in a Lifetime movie.
So I gave her my number,
She's
which
in a
she
horror
gave
movie.
to her son. And this morning
She's
he
in
texted
FX right
me
now
and asked if I'd like to get together this weekend and do something. So I guess we're gonna go on a date. I'm really excited.
That's not okay to steal somebody's information and stalk them. Why you just didn't holler at him in the store? Y'all need to listen to this. This is some crazy shit.
Yeah, like on some real shit. Like, what in the world? Like, why? Why she didn't ask him for his name? Like, why she ain't tell him like, yo, you want to go out on a date? I mean, I know it's to me it's not normal. Like, I think the man should ask the female on a date, but that, listen, I don't know. I was raised different. But anyways, like, it's okay for a woman to ask the man or take a man out on a date. I don't have nothing against that. But like, lady, you went beyond that shit. You is a freaking gold digging stalker. Like, how the hell you meet the mama before the son? Like, yo, and she found them through social media. Like, she must have been staring at this man and just like took a photographic picture and stored that shit in her fucking brain with her eyes. Like, her eyes were the camera. For real, for real. Like, what the and they say only men do this. And they say only men do this. Believe all women. Only men do this. It's the last video.
A blood covenant. Whenever you sit on the table, lay there, and abortion is also a blood covenant. Whenever you sit on the table, lay there, and you allow them to kill that baby, and that blood sheds on the table, you have now entered into a blood covenant with Moloch. Moloch was a demon in the Bible associated with killing babies.
Oh wow!
I didn't know they talk about that in the Bible.
Take your time.
Try to tell y'all. Y'all didn't want to believe
You
it.
lay on the table.
Yo, the Bible. Now that I'm older, on some real shit, it's like a real life horror story from the past. For real, for real. Like, yo, these demons and these angels, all the stuff that happens in the Bible, yo, it's a blast from the past.
Really?
Let her explain.
Okay. So abortion automatically
absolutely
allows you to enter a blood covenant.
You murdered a baby
With Moloch.
Moloch.
Now break this down for me.
Sure.
Yo.
So anytime you see a ritual being done, there has to be a sacrifice. Sometimes you see like goat, chicken, cow, all that type of stuff. They need
But
a
in this case,
sacrifice.
it's the babies.
Well, when you lay down and had sex with somebody outside of marriage, then you had a ritual that was done. That was the wages of sin are death. Remember that. So now you have a baby. Now you
Oh, why you went back? Damn,
abortion
mouse.
is also a blood covenant.
No, I'm gonna start this video over. Hold on, wait a minute. She's saying that when we have sex is a ritual too. So now we have a baby because we did a ritual or we were having sex. Man, so the people that have sex and can't have babies, they're not doing the ritual? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
It's also a blood covenant. Whenever you sit on the table, lay there, and you allow them to kill that baby, and that blood
I mean,
sheds.
I know I'm not tripping on the question I'm asking. Like, she said that when you have sex, it's a ritual, right? And that's why you have the baby. I mean, what the fuck type of ritual is that we having? Shit, I didn't consent to a ritual. I didn't even know I was doing a ritual. And I had 3 babies. I don't believe in abortions, but damn, I didn't know that the ones that did abortions were sacrificing their babies to this demon. Let me hear her. I'm gonna let it play all the way. Then I'm gonna just, speak. Because I'm a little lost on this one. I didn't know that having sex was a ritual and giving an abortion was a ritual. So I'm a little lost on this one. All right, where the heck were my elders at back then to explain this?
On the table, you have now entered into a blood covenant with Moloch. Moloch was a demon in the Bible associated with killing babies.
Hold on. I didn't know they talk about that in the Bible.
Take your time.
Try to tell y'all. Y'all didn't want to believe
You
it.
lay on the table. Really?
I'm just
Okay. So
all right, wait, I'm
abortion
listening.
Automatically
absolutely
allows you to enter a blood covenant.
You murdered a baby.
With Moloch.
Moloch.
Now break this down for me.
Sure. So anytime you see a ritual being done, there has to be a sacrifice. Sometimes you see like goat, chicken, cow, all that type of stuff. They need a sacrifice. Well, when you lay down and had sex with somebody outside of marriage, then you had a ritual that was done. That was and the wages of sin are death. Remember that. So now you have a baby. Now you
lost
go and get
me
it
again.
aborted, which is the sacrifice to that demon. Now, Moloch in the Bible was a sacrifice you made if you wanted like fame or platform or riches or something like that. You may say, well, I just got an abortion because I couldn't really afford to have a baby right now. Well, bingo, you just had an abortion for the money. You had an abortion. Well, I'm just really busy with work. You had an abortion for the platform.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
shit!
very
Wow.
simple. And so the covenant was made when the blood was shed during the death of that baby. In Genesis 4:10, he says, the blood of Abel cried out from the ground, right? Cried out from the ground against his brother. So we know that blood that is dead, Abel's gone now, but the blood is crying out from the ground to curse his brother. We can only imagine how many babies that we've murdered are crying out against us as a nation, as a bloodline, or as an individual. We even know in the book of Revelations, he says that the martyrs who are dead and in heaven are still saying to God, when is judgment going to render for the people that killed us?
This feels like it's American
So
Horror
we do know
Story
that
type
blood
shit.
can cry out against you from the ground. The good news for us is we have Hebrews 12 that says that the blood of Jesus Christ speaks better things than the blood of Abel, which means that the blood of Jesus can silence the voice of those babies you murdered. But in order to know all of that, you have to have a revelation that you made that blood covenant.
Hold on, wait 1 second here. So let's back
Sure.
up. So the blood covenant, is it for both the man and the woman?
For sure.
So even if, because the man was involved in that sexual act, he's
in it.
And what?
Because the wages of sin are death. So you sin to have sex with this person. Now, this is not for those of you, because I know people in the comments gonna say, "What about DNC?" I'm not talking about none of that. What about a miscarriage? And you got that, the baby's already dead. So I'm not talking about that.
Okay, you're not talking about none of that, but I'm a little curious. I'm about to go back to that. Like, I have a question. There's probably somebody out here that can answer this shit, right? Like, she said you have sex, right? You have this baby, boom, right? Because the sin of the way of sin is death, right? And then you sit here and you sacrifice this baby, whether it was for the money, for your job, whatever the situation was, right? So what in the world do you call it when you have sex, right? That's the ritual. But you don't sit here and you don't sacrifice no kids because you had sex, but you did it in sin, right? Because you wasn't married, but you still have all your kids. The way in sin is death. So what makes us so special that we had kids in sin and we still got our kids? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out because it makes sense, but then it doesn't make sense. It kind of confuses. Like, yo, like, blessings, EJ, my bad. I didn't see you. I was not on StreamYard. Like, blessings, my bad. How you doing? Yeah, yo, this shit got me, like, stuck on stupid. Hold on. Like, she not done. Let me go back a little bit because she not done.
So you sin to have sex with this person. Now, this is not for those of you, because I know people in the comments gonna say, "What about DNC?" I'm not talking about none of that. What about a miscarriage? And you got that the baby's already dead. So I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about any of that. What about Plan B? You having sex outside of marriage anyway? You shouldn't be taking that as well. Like, you can't make all these provisions for the sin. The wages of the sin is death. That's just as simple as it is. You can't get more clear than that. So even if the man doesn't know that that person had an abortion, because what did I say? The devil doesn't care about you knowing.
It don't matter.
He just wants you involved in the covenant because you were supposed to have sex in the boundary of marriage, and the boundary keeps you safe. If you have
You're
sex
confusing
outside the
me.
boundary, then all types of covenants can be made behind your back.
Just rules of the game.
What's the
It's rules to engagement.
consequences? What do consequences associated with that covenant? What are some of the things you might see happen in your life?
Oh, blood covenants, cancers, anti-marriage curses, delays in your bloodline, the spirit of infirmity in your bloodline.
Okay, so basically we do the ritual, we have the baby, right? So basically sex is the ritual, right? Boom, comes baby. If you sacrifice the baby, right, when you have that abortion, you get more money, you get better job, I guess, whatever, right? But if you keep the baby, right, and don't sacrifice it, you get cursed. So damn if you do and damn if you don't. Okay, so we're cursed by, getting cancer, but people that don't have kids have cancer. Lady, you're not making sense because everything you're saying, I'm still questioning. Because listen, man, I stand for something and I fall for nothing. So this shit right here, I mean, I'm gonna need one of my elders to explain this shit. Like maybe Miss Akimi, Miss Yo Thoughts, somebody that knows a little bit about this stuff, the demon world, the spiritual world. Like I didn't even know that having sex was a ritual. Shit. I would have known that. I would have never went into a ritual. Like what the fuck? I'm not Sabrina the teenage witch.
Divorce, separation, abuse, incest, molestation, rape, all of that, it comes about because of blood covenants. I don't know if you remember when you were little. I don't know if you guys did this. I know many people did. Abortion is also a blood covenant. Whenever you sit on the table, lay there, and you.
I mean, let me see if I can understand the next one because listen, man, whoever catches the replay and you understand what she's saying, can y'all break it down for me? If y'all ever make it down. I mean, I am going to cut this down and upload it in regular, shorter videos and stuff like that. But Lenny lost me and I'm lost in the sauce right now. Like, I'm trying to figure out all the ingredients to the sauce because this magic spell not going to work if you don't tell me what the damn spell is. What's wrong with this lady? One more video, I'm ending this live. One more video, I'm ending this live. This lady tripping like, yo, what the fuck? Wait, hold. Let's see if we can get something positive right now.
I'm sorry. I thought we were all on the same page. The Spaniards are just Spanish-speaking white people. Like, I'm sorry. Not only do they exist in Europe, they colonize like Europe, and they look like Europeans. Spanish is literally a European language, a colonizer's language. Like, the fuck? And no, I'm not speaking for everybody. I know there's probably some ethnic-looking Spaniards. Just like there's white-presenting mixed people, there's black-presenting mixed people. Shit, there's white people in Africa. There's white Africans. You feel me? But my general consensus from what I see is like, it's not surprising to see a Spaniard that looks white. And it's not surprising, bitch, it's in Europe. And that's people of color's problem now. Y'all always trying to invite somebody to the ethnic side. We don't need no more people at the cookout or the carne asada. Okay? We don't need no more. We got enough people from every other community that's actually ethnic to feed. Birthrights only, bitch. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but Shorty needs to re-educate herself. Do a little research. I mean, I get where she's coming from. I understand her perspective and her opinion, and I respect it. But I think she needs to do a little bit more research because she's incorrect on certain things. Because not all of it is an opinion. Not all of what she said was an opinion. Like, so I respect her opinion, but there was a lot of stuff on here that she said was kind of incorrect. But if y'all know y'all history, y'all know where I'm coming from. But hey, okay, I get it. I'm about to end this shit. This shit is
Take
crazy.
1 shower a day. You will take 21 showers in 1 week.
This is why Gen X stay hidden. Because if we come out, we going to jail. Because they going to swear we didn't send y'all asses to school.
Did you know if you take 1 shower a day, you will take 21 showers in 1 week?
This is why Gen X.
Oh yeah, some of these kids is dumb as shit, but yo, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. A lot of these kids are smart. They got skills. Like, I'm about to get off this John. I don't think anybody's gonna be live. Hopefully somebody live, but I've been on this John already 2 hours, 56 minutes, going on some change. Oh snap! I didn't even realize Nate was on here. Nate, baby. But yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the shorty. Like, shout out to everybody that's been rocking out with a shorty. Like, yo, thanks for rocking out with me for these 3 hours. Like, I couldn't sleep. Like, I was in a lot of pain. So I hopped on here. Like, why not? Let's watch some TikTok videos and let's react to them. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this, John. We got so many more videos we could watch and react. These are open panels for anybody that doesn't know. I'm ending this live now though, but these are open panels. Anybody can come up and react with a shorty. We could have some fun. These are open panels, like I said. Like, and when I get a little better, I'm gonna go right back to the Writers for Life reacts to the sex crimes and the crimes. I think I got a couple of them lined up. And before I hop to the sex crimes, because I'm gonna give it a little break, we're gonna react to some crimes. I got some videos already lined up. You know, it's crazy how I watched the beginning of a interview where, I mean, it's not an interview. It's like, how can you say it when the interrogate la, 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 I'm stuttering right now. Interrogation, right? Of a couple that, like, yo, they killed their kid. I'm sitting here like, this shit is crazy, man. Like, I got another one of a couple that they said that, you know, that they do it. Like, did Bonnie and Clyde actually do it? I'm sitting here, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Bonnie and Clyde too, though? Like, we got the modern age Bonnie and Clyde. So I'm gonna start getting back to that. I tell people, I don't pop pills, I don't do none of that. I gotta deal with my pain naturally. So, yo, like I said, yo, thanks to all of y'all that are coming out, that are supporting. Like, if you haven't hit the like button, if you want to, yo, make sure y'all hit that, John. Like, make sure you like the content before you hit that like button. If you agree with what a shorty is saying, help a shorty out. Help, you know, share the videos, help a shorty by spreading the message and stuff like that. Because like I said, we're about to get back to the regular podcasting. So, I mean, that's all I gotta say. Like, I'm about to get back. I'm gonna see when I do the next one. But if you're not subbed up, make sure you are, because I do not schedule lives, yo. I'm gonna see if anybody's live. Watch them for a little bit till I dip off. So thanks to everybody hopped on this, John. And like I said, anybody that catches the replay, let us already know what you think about these videos. These are random topics, and you will not get judged for your opinion on this, John. Yo, yes, it's hotter than fuck. Yo, it's hot as shit everywhere. Well, over here is a little cooler right now in Philly. I'm in 62 degrees right now. So we got a little breeze and stuff like that. But later on, it's about to be 90 degrees. So shit, I feel a lot of people. My ass is about to be laying down. If I can't find, you know, something to watch, I'll just put some fucking music on, like on some real shit. Or I'll just let the TikTok videos play until I pass out. Like, but yeah, on that note, thanks to everybody that showed up, that has rocked out with a shorty, and much more. Till next time. Yo, like, my mic is fucking with me right now. Till next time, this y'all shorty, all right? My bad.
Malik and Lisa are ready to buy the home of their dreams. That's serious.